Welcome to our goddamn the nut button returns. I wasn't prepared for it. No.
I had to wait for dramatic effect. I couldn't do it immediately.
You had to catch him off guard.
Welcome to our new campaign, A Pact Made in Amber. I am Jeremy. If you are unfamiliar, I'm stalling because my other screen is fucking with me. Un momento. I am Jeremy, the director of this journey, and I'm joined this evening by my wonderful party, Jay, Lily, Mitch, and Zach. We are using the Draw Steel system, and we will be playing in the MCDM world of Orden. We do not own, nor are we affiliated with either of these things, just as a general disclaimer. We are also using a new VTT! Yay! At least new for us. This is DM Hub, and we are super excited to be trying it out with Draw Steel. It's got a lot of really cool stuff going on with it, but it is also very much still in beta, so there will likely be hitches and issues here or there, likely a whole bunch of user error, etc. We will figure it out eventually, probably. We are all new to Draw Steel, and most of us are brand new to the world of Orden. We will make mistakes, both mechanical and lore-wise. We will likely change things to suit our own needs and preferences. In fact, from a lore perspective, that's going to happen almost immediately in order to make things a little bit more our own. I say all that to ask that you please be patient and forgiving with us. With that, I hope you enjoy, and I'm saying that both to the viewers and to my players. My apologies in advance for the impending dump of proper names. Players, you do not need to take notes on this. I will give you a copy pasta, okay?
I'm gonna.
So, the world of Orden is at war. In the east, Ajax the Invincible, the Iron Saint, has defeated the Pharaoh of Kimhara. The Eternal Design has been halted. The ram bestride the world even now marches on Higara, the Opal Empire, where the immortal Empress rises to halt his conquest. She will not succeed alone. In the west, a different war rages. A war of intrigue, politics, and maneuvering. Subterfuge, backstabbing, and dark deals. Capital. The greatest city in this or any age. A place of power and prominence since the Kalian Empire's long past. It is a massive, wealthy city, rebuilt throughout its history atop itself time and time again. It spans an immense territory, is home to innumerable peoples rich in cultures, mysteries, and legends. And it is on the brink of open warfare with itself. The prince, leader of Capital, died mysteriously 3 years ago. While Capital has never been a stranger to intrigue, with the prince's death and lack of heir, the 7 primary factions of the city now vie for control, with hundreds, if not thousands, of organizations and houses scurrying below the surface. Loss, tragedy, and death play out to rival any opera. The great game rages just like any other war. Our story begins within Capital's sphere of influence, but not within the great Riohan city itself. 2 years ago, the Maelstrom, that immense tear within the Bale Sea, surged with power. The cause is still unknown, debated by scholars the world over. The effect, however, was immediately apparent. Rising from the sea to the south of the maelstrom was a tangled archipelago. Dubbed Hedemonio Ilias by scholars, to everyone else, it quickly became known as Little Ix, both for its proximity and its similarities to its larger neighbors to the south. Ix had long been isolated from the rest of the world, hostile towards outsiders, protected by the titan Gazamok. Little Ix, for all its similarities in terrain, resources, and denizens, lacks both the innate hostility and the titan protector of its namesake. The appearance of Little Ix created a metaphorical and eventually literal gold rush for the powers of capital, especially with the power vacuum left by the prince's demise and the ever-deepening intrigue of the Great Game. Little Ix was soon awash with settlers, explorers, and adventurers, all seeking prosperity and fortune in this new land. Two powers within capital were most poised to exploit the appearance of the archipelago. The first, House Verona, masters of capital's navy, the largest military organization of any kind in Orden, the long arm of capital's strength. The second, the Assayers Guild, the Fulcrum, controllers of the Trade Integrity Board, regulators of monetary policy, the purveyors of trade and wealth within the great city, and, in truth, perhaps the wealthiest organization in existence. These two factions despise one another. So much so that it is not uncommon for the Duke Marco Verona, head of the Navy, and Lady Shirome, leader of the Fulcrum, to engage in public shouting matches on the city streets. While there are many that ply Little Ix's waters and pluck its wealth, it is these two great powers that struggle for its control. But the archipelago was never unclaimed. It has peoples. It has history. And while it may not have the enmity inherent in its larger southern neighbor, slowly but surely tension builds as the exploitation of the islands drives its denizens further and further towards the edge. The archipelago is vast, teeming with life on dozens of islands, many with diverse, never-before-seen flora and fauna. The treacherous currents and violent weather emanating from the nearby maelstrom make navigation and cartography difficult at best. Official counts list the number of islands at 37, but depending on whose definition of what exactly constitutes an island you choose, and whether you believe in mysterious vanishing isles, that number can fluctuate. What is clear is the four main islands that make up the shattered circle around which the other islands list and sway. Our story begins on the Isle of Amostra, the easternmost of the Big Four. A brigantine sails up the river Puntano, aided in part by skilled hands and a lucky wind, but mostly due to the new arcana being utilized by the Navy. It is on this vessel that we find our motley band of heroes, for indeed, they are a strange bunch. If they were not, it is likely their skill would have found them better posts in capital, as the far mariners they are. Since the great game being underway, every faction needs its power close. Instead, they find themselves on simple patrols, supply runs, and the occasional tedious guard posting, masters of a small crew virtually wasting their potential. It is on one such supply run that they now find themselves, slowly ambling upriver through a swampy, tropical landscape, bringing the seasonal resupply to Outpost 17, called Grinnell by the locals. Pantano is a lazy, wide river, placid for much of its length, as it seeps into the surrounding swamplands. But there is one point at which the river bends sharply and narrows considerably, which will take all the skill the meager crew has to navigate. So, players, your ship, the officially known as the Scorpion, which we decided on 15 minutes ago, but commonly
excuse me,
referred to-
we decided on it days ago.
commonly referred to as the Unfortunate Scorpion.
Unfortunate.
By, and I say commonly, I mean by like you four, your
Everybody.
4 crew members, and maybe like 6 or 7 other people that you've convinced is what it should be called, right?
Everybody refers to it as the Unfortunate Scorpion.
Everybody,
There's
everybody.
not a single person who does not.
Your vessel has been slowly making its way up the Pantano for
Hello.
the majority of the morning. It is just a little bit either before or immediately on or after noon, or getting close to it at this point, right? Your position makes it such as the sun is kind of off, mostly above you and off to starboard, with a shadow slightly falling to port side. And there is this extreme narrowing of the river, which causes the water, which is normally very placid, to start to, I wouldn't say rush, right? But compared to the rest of the Pantano, it is moving much more swiftly, which means the Hummer, which is down below decks and is the Arcana that the Navy is newly utilizing on their vessels, is having to work significantly harder to actually propel you up river. Fortunately, you have a relatively skilled but small crew that is assisting you in this endeavor and trying to get through this narrow, tight turn in this river. Currently, Ambrosio, the young Raiden White individual, is up at the bowsprit, basically like straddling the bowsprit, looking out at the front, because the Pantano is a very comparatively shallow river, and is trying to keep watch and make sure that there's no like sandbars or anything like that the boat is going to snag on or cause any sort of issue or anything like that, right? Robert, the kind of stoic, middle-aged Vaslorian man, doesn't speak very much, but is a very hard worker and is a extremely proficient sailor, is off on the starboard side, handling the sails, basically making ready to tack the ship into the crosswind that is going to the northeast, so that once you turn this corner, the ship can pull itself forward without the aid of the Hummer as much. And then Johan, the Riohan, kind of like foppish, very talkative, very kind of like charismatic, and the kind of guy you would find playing cards at a seedy tavern kind of scenario, is at the helm, though if someone else amongst the party wants to be at the helm, he will absolutely step aside. Chella is down below with the Hummer since it needs attendance in order to operate at maximum efficiency. What are all of you doing at this kind of like most strenuous point in this journey upriver? And if anyone is kind of like at a loss, doesn't know a lot of like boating things, I don't know a lot of boating things, so I feel you.
You know what a bowsprit is?
Well, look, get out. The internet is a very helpful thing. Ambrosio could always use assistance up front, eyes to make sure he doesn't miss anything. Robert absolutely could use some additional assistance on the sail, especially since he's just on the starboard side. Someone on the port side to help with the sails, or multiple people on either side could be useful. And if someone wants to be at the helm rather than Yoham is more than happy stepping to the side, because if he doesn't have to work, he is a happy man. So what would each of you like to be doing on the vessel at this current point in time?
I am actively working on dinner, so I don't have time for any of this boat shit. So I'm down in the hold cooking up dinner.
You're working on dinner before noon? Or are we using dinner as the dinner term?
This is a very elaborate stew I'm working on, okay? It's got a simmer. I'm going to keep it on it all day.
All right. Okay, so Higgins is not fucking helping. Higgins is down in the kitchen cooking. Okay. Actually,
no, my bad. Forgot we were that early in the day. It's lunch.
it's lunch. He's working on lunch. Do you know what? It depends on where you are in the country. Because sometimes dinner is earlier and supper is later. I don't know. I don't remember. I think it just depends. Either way, you're working on food. The location that houses the Hummer is actually right next to the kitchens. So the door is actually open, and Chella's in there with the arcane machine that is helping propel the vessel forward or upriver, right? So you can hear her in there just kind of like humming to herself, and she occasionally will like, respond or chat with you if you're a talkative cook. Otherwise, if you're not a talkative cook, she will let you do your thing. In the meantime, since Higgins is cooking and not helping sail the vessel, what is everyone else doing?
Uvik would have climbed up the rope ladders and riggings. And, hung out in the crow's nest with a spyglass, keeping an eye on the horizon. Making sure that everything is...
Your horizon is a mixture of desolate swamplands and dense jungles. The Isle of Amostra has a lot of swamplands, and then most of the archipelago as a whole is teeming with jungles. So you basically go through these like cycles of, I can't see shit because it's all just fucking dense jungle, to, oh, I can see a bunch, but it's all just like swampland, peat bogs, moors, right? Like super clear, nothing happening, right? Like type of situation. Robert could, I will say, on the back end of that, Robert could really use some sort of assistance from an experienced sailor on the sails.
I will help on the sails.
You will help on the
if
sails?
I'm already up there, I can raise and lower shit.
Okay. So we're gonna have Uvik on sails. We're gonna have Bansii on sails. And Cobb, what are you doing?
Oh, that's me. Sorry. My given name is Bill.
I'm not calling you Bill. I'm not doing it. I'm not having your character sheet's name be Cobb, and you're like, yeah, it's pronounced Bill. No, it's not. Get the fuck out.
It's pronounced Bill. I'm sorry,
It's
your
not
English
pronounced
sensibilities
Bill.
don't agree
Nope,
with my
absolutely
Zodiac
not.
actual heritage. That's kind of fucked up that you would do that to me.
So what is Cobble doing?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. I actually like that, though. I like Cobble as the, dwarven name because they're so stony and everything like that. Anyways, moving on.
No.
What is your character up to, Zach?
Well, more at home in the depths. I feel that I can take the. I'll take the. What are we? Do we have a wheel or do we have a rudder?
You
How
have
do we steer
the
this
whole
thing?
steering wheel at the helm, etc., etc.
I'll step in for that.
Okay,
Trained many years on boats.
wonderful.
Made this passage many times.
So Yoham will actually just stand to the back of you, Cobb.
Go, Yoham! Enjoy your
Yoham!
liquor.
your liquor?
Well, is he not- he
Yuvik, do
looks
you
like
want to
a
be
drunk.
on
Is he
the
not a drunk?
main mast or do you want to be on the foremast?
Put me on. Well, I mean, the crow's gonna be on main, but like, if we're needed to like,
Yeah, if you're doing sails, the sails that are probably tacking in or attempting to be tacked into the wind are
I'll
probably
shift
the
over
front
to
sails.
the main and the jibs and make sure that they're
Ah,
taken
yes,
care
the
of.
jibs.
The jibs. All right, I'm gonna put you there.
Oh,
And then
oh shit!
Bansii, you said you would also be helping sails. Are you going to be up in the sails, or are you going to be down on either the port or starboard side where the sails
water.
connect to the railings and rigs and stuff like that to where they can be adjusted easily to, like, tack this way, jib that way, right? Like, type stuff. Do you have a preference? That's you, Lily.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have
I
a
was like,
preference.
You don't have a
I
preference? That's okay.
I don't know anything about this. We're
I don't
just
know anything
playing.
about this. And that's boats. Welcome to boats. I'm gonna put you on the port side, basically mirroring Robert. And
Port's left, right?
port is left,
Port left,
starboard
starboard right.
is right. You can remember because port has the same number of letters as left. And that's the easy way to remember.
Starboard does not have the same letters as right.
It does not, and that's why I
Starboard
didn't
has
say
an R in
that. So, Cobb, you are at the helm. Yoham is a little bit behind you. As this is a brigantine, so it does have I think it's called a gaff sail, with a boom that swings overhead back and forth at the aft, where depending on like where you are trying to turn the sails, etc., etc. So Yoham is just occasionally calling out to you, Cobb, to like mind the boom, but he's like a solid 5'9". How tall are you?
The boom needs to mind me.
The boom needs to mind you. Cobb, why
Yes.
don't you let us know who you are and what you look like?
Okay. My name's Cobb. Colloquially known as Bill. In this universe, I'm a dwarf.
In this
Which,
universe?
that's right. You know,
questions,
potentially
but
before I was not. One day I went up the mountain to look at the sea, and I sat down. And that's where I sat for over 300 years. Some say I was lost. Most just knew me as that weird rock formation that people go to hang out at.
A bunch of like teenagers doing really unspeakable things on your rock formation.
That's right. They did weird shit, and I told their parents when I woke up.
Yeah, their parents that would have been dead for 100 years.
Or their descendants. Either way.
Yeah,
People got told.
People got told.
Anyway, that's me. I'm a rock. I'm like 1,000 pounds. I don't know. I didn't look at how tall
And that's
I
not
was supposed to be. But...
hyperbole, correct?
No.
No.
In the
I'm
world
being,
of Orden,
very literal here.
Yeah, very literal. In the world of Orden, dwarves are stony creatures. They're like flesh is made of minerals, varying different minerals and gemstones. So, Cobb, what is probably like the generalized makeup of his flesh? Is it like slate, granite, marble? What are we
I
talking
don't know.
here?
It's a blue-gray. I don't know rocks.
It's a blue-gray? All right, well, we'll look up some rocks later and see if we can find some, like, blue-gray stuff. Absolutely.
That's right. I'm blue-gray.
Super cool. Do you have any, like, prominent gemstone clusters or crustaceans or anything like that?
Yes.
Yes, but we'll leave that to the imagination. We'll figure that out later.
You don't have to know about all of them right now.
All right, what is Cobb?
He's a dwarf.
What class is Cobb? Let me specify my question.
Oh, I'm a conduit.
Conduit! Fantastic. All right, Yuvik!
That's right.
You're up in the main mast sails. Doing whatever it is sailors do there when they're trying to do the boat things upriver.
Just checking the rigging, keeping an eye on the horizon.
I did so much
boarding and raising
research.
sails as needed.
I made so many things in the last 2 weeks. The boat stuff has already left my mind. It's gone. It's all gone. Yuvik, you're up there. You're doing stuff. Tell me, who is Yuvik? Who is Yuvik, and what is a Yuvik?
Yeah, Yuvik. If you look upwards to the rigging, you will see a time raider. In Orden, these kinds of people are incredibly rare. So seeing like his like crystalline eyes might even be like a little off. But you know, light green skin, less so. You know, skin color seems to be pretty, you know, wide array around here.
Lee, this is
that's
for
a
you.
tiny baby. So he's only ever been told that he was a time raider.
She's calling the children.
But he has no idea what that really implies. He wears kind of a studded leather that hides the majority of a fairly nasty scar on his chest. He also wears some relatively baggy pants and a big old pair of stompy boots. And over this, he wears a dusty leather overcoat. And he only puts his like top pair of arms through the sleeves. And keeps his second pair usually tucked away in his coat, usually either like in his pockets or folded behind his back. He generally does this because, you know, it gets less attention in public. When he's out here on the boat, he usually doesn't even wear the coat. So he's got all four of his arms.
Super
you know,
useful. Super useful on a boat.
Like getting around the boat, climbing up all that crap. Really.
Oh, look at the doggy.
It's so big.
Oh, God.
He has his head wrapped in a blue bandana that's tied in the back, and while he's lean, he's not thin. It's clearly he spent a lot of his life doing something that requires a lot of physical activity, like maybe sailing. If a breeze happens to catch his jacket, though, you can see that he has a scimitar on one hip and a gun holstered on the other, and he usually keeps a shield affixed to his back.
Oh, there are guns here? Nobody told me there were guns in this universe.
Guns are actually extremely rare.
Oh.
But actually, House
depending
Flora pretty much has
on where you are in the
on
world. Depending on where you are in the world. Also, for clarity, it's not like a Glock on his hip. It's like a muzzle-loaded, like single shot, like flintlock. Yeah.
Which is great in combat. Like he has his sword and a shield, and he has his gun. If he fires the gun, he can start with his two lower hands, like getting it ready,
reloading it while he's still fighting, which is super cool. Super cool.
That's funny.
Love it.
It's also really great because, you know, if you know you're not really paying attention to the number of arms, and he's got him away in the jacket, he could like shoot from the hip, but his hands are his. Yeah.
So he's Han Solo over here. He's fucking shooting first. Gotcha.
Well, Anyways, Uvik has spent his life as an orphan. He was picked up by a crew when he was young. He spent his formative years on a boat, and that fell through. And then he was around and about and saw that Vlora was hiring, or I mean, they're always hiring. So he thought, the sea still calls, so he joins.
The sea still calls. All right, awesome. And
Well,
what is Uvik class-wise?
Uvik, on his previous boat, was the quartermaster and made a lot of decisions for the crew. And through his time there, he developed the skills necessary for a tactician.
Aha.
So he is now a practicing tactician in the service of Vlora.
On the port side of the vessel, attempting to mirror Robert, who is on the starboard side, handling the sails, is a less experienced sailor, but learning rapidly, I would assume, and I want to say very different looking individual, but every member of this group, every member of this party, as I said previously, is a strange person compared to most people in the world. So what do we see on the port side? Who/what is Bansii?
So Bansii, her name is Banner of Light on a Quiet Sea. She's a high elf revenant, so she's undead. You basically see the corpse of a high elf who is animated. Sorry, I didn't mean to ping. And so she is. Are we just doing like backstory?
Just like an elevator pitch of who you are. You don't have to go super in detail. You don't have to tell us all your secrets. Just a little concept.
What are your secrets?
You
I have
all,
secrets.
for clarity, you all have been together for maybe like 3 or 4 weeks now, doing like a couple of patrols, a couple of like supply runs, those types of things. So just who your fellow crew members would think of you as.
Okay, so she is like a void elementalist. She is very well known to like visit kids in like orphanages and hospitals and things like that, because there's lore around leaving out like pictures, like child drawings, and she'll go and she'll exchange them for toys. So like kids are very well known for like kids, like a kid's figure, not like a Santa Claus, but like a creepy Santa Claus that comes
Creepy
in
Santa
toys.
Claus.
Not Santa
Okay,
Claus. Creepy
that's just
Santa.
stuck in my head. That's Bansii. Creepy
Like
Santa
a dead
Claus.
Santa Claus. She's a skeleton that wanders around and leaves toys for kids. But yeah, she's a very powerful void elementalist.
Are you Jack Skellington?
Yeah, the high elf. The high elf.
The high elf
of that.
version. What kind of persona does Bansii project to her fellow crew members and her fellow far mariners, to the other members of our party?
She's
what type of person is she?
She is a quick to anger, very quiet, but like very wrathful kind of a person.
Oh,
Like
shit.
she is
Wrathful.
not someone that you want to cross. She's very loyal. She's very loyal, but if she feels like somebody's like insulting her or her friends, she will immediately feel like she's being attacked.
I feel like we are a half step from like full ring-bearing Galadriel here.
Yeah,
All shall
Yeah.
love
All
and
shall fear me
fear
and despair.
me.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But yeah, she's a very wrathful kind of person, very quiet. She's okay with like following orders and like going with the flow and that kind of stuff, but don't piss her off kind of a person. But also loyal, right? She's not one to like backstab anybody or like she's a very lawful kind of person.
Mitch,
Oh,
I
I get
will
to be on the boat
finally
now.
show you the fucking map that everyone else is on that you have not gotten to see because you've been below decks this entire fucking time. So
Look,
not
lunch ain't gonna cook
actually,
itself.
not actually on the deck of the vessel at this current point in time is Higgins Pebbleworth, a Hakan, down fixing lunch for everyone while everyone else is doing the. No, lunch is important. Food is important. Treat your food preparers
Higgins
well.
is happy to help where asked to. He's not a particularly strong sailor, though.
So we have two members of the crew, or two members of the party, because the crew is different, right? We have two members of the party, Cobb and Uvik, who are both experienced sailors. And then
That's
we
right.
have Bansii and Higgins, who are not experienced sailors, but experience in sailing isn't necessarily a prerequisite for a far mariner. Who is Higgins? What do he do?
Higgins Pebbleworth is a Hakan, as you've heard. He's about 7 feet tall. Not as heavy as Dwarf Boy over there, but he's pretty
Excuse
big
me,
boy.
Dwarf Man. Dwarf Man.
Dwarf man. Notably, you do have trouble walking around below decks because most of the
Too tall.
doorways and ceilings
Yeah.
are like 6 feet tall, so you have to like hunch the majority
You
of the
will
time.
notice that Higgins has knee pads on because he finds himself walking around on his knees down below decks often.
That is great! I love that! He came prepared.
That's amazing.
So kind of the quick backstory. So he was sent to work for a Lord Braze at a very young age, and was raised as a manservant to the noble. He learned a bunch of important skills, mostly around working with aristocrats, cats
No,
too.
specifically cats.
And most notably, he loves to cook. Spends a lot of time trying to find new dishes to make, trying to cook things with whatever's on hand. Particularly, very interested in cooking foods based off of monster parts.
So we have our delicious in dungeon insert.
You have your delicious in dungeon.
Wonderful. Love it.
And however, about 1.5 to 2 years ago, Higgins returned home to find his master, Lord Braze, dead, with the tattered remnants of a cloak with an emblem on it, which he has been tracking down to try and find the killers of his loved noble.
His beloved noble.
and-
That's such an odd sentiment in today's day and age. His beloved noble, his beloved master.
Like Argeth, right? Don't you love people?
Totally. So
You
what
say
kind
as
of
you
what kind
so
of
that's
persona?
that's his public backstory, right? You guys have been working with him, so you know him a little bit more at this point. Where his pursuit to the capital led him to the Actian School, which is the school of espionage and et cetera, where he enrolled, tracking down the killer. He did not find the killer while there, but in being enrolled, he has learned many useful skills from the school.
Tracking
He
down
is
killers.
still trying to find the killer of Lord Braze, though.
Would you have shared why you joined the Far Mariners with these people that you have known for about a month?
I think they would probably have questions on why a manservant chef can disappear in puffs of smoke and appear elsewhere.
Sure. Fair enough.
So,
So what kind of persona does Higgins project to his fellow crew and party?
fairly well polished, eager to help people where possible, but in combat can be a bit bloodthirsty.
All right then. Holy shit. Get the fuck out of here, Higgins. You're gone. You're not up here. You're below deck.
Wow.
As the crew and party are undertaking this dangerous narrowing of the Pantano and attempting to navigate their way towards Outpost 17, towards Grinnell, I am gonna need some skill checks. So,
Ooh, how do we do that?
We're
Those
gonna
are
do our
tests,
first.
Jeremy, use the right lingo.
Sorry, some skill tests. We're gonna use our first tests, first rolling of the game. This is going to be an intuition test, which Higgins does not get to participate in because he is not helping navigate the vessel.
There's portholes. I can look out the sides.
And this particular test we're going to start with an alertness test, which I believe only Bansii has alertness, but Bansii has a skill that grants her both. She has the skill alertness, but she also has a different skill that gives her an edge in alertness tests. So I am going to throw this out, and I need some rolls from Bansii, Uvik, and Cobb.
I just hit roll.
Yes, sir.
17, baby.
Okay, so
Succeed
I'm
with
looking at
reward.
this. I'm looking at this, and it shows that Nixie. It shows you rolled a 10, and you have a +4. I think that is incorrect. I think you are actually supposed to have.
You have to click the skilled checkbox.
Yeah, you might have needed to click the skilled checkbox. It might have done it automatically for you. So I'm just gonna. We're prepared for this, right? You have an intuition of 2. You have you have the skill alertness, which gives you a +2, and your danger sense gives you a bane when making alertness checks. So that's another +2. So you actually have a +6 on your roll. So that should be a 20, not a
bane?
14. Or sorry, not a bane.
I thought a bane was
an
disadvantage.
An edge.
Okay, what does just a single edge do?
An edge is just +2.
Oh, I thought it was advantage. Okay.
No, it's no advantage in this game. No, we ain't playing D&D. No advantage in this game. That's not true. There actually is advantage in this game. I think in rare instances, but most of the time, if you have an edge, that's a +2. If you have a double edge, that is an automatic upgrade to the tier result that you rolled. So, actually, Uvik rolls a tier 1. Cobb rolls a tier 3, and Bansii, you roll a tier 3.
Yeah, T3, baby!
Which is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Because as dangerous as this turn, this narrowing of the Pantano is, it's not something that you or your crew and the capabilities of your ship are unable to handle. And it's not what causes the shiver to run up Bansii's spine from her danger sense. It's not the cause for there being no birds chirping or insects clicking and clacking in the surrounding foliage. Bansii, your danger sense prevents you from being surprised and thusly prevents the party from being surprised. You have a brief moment as you are on the port side of the vessel. You glance down into the waters beneath you, shaded, right? Because the sun is up and to the starboard side, so there's this line of shade on the port side where you are, and you see these scaled reptilian figures just below the surface. You have a brief moment to shout a warning before there is a loud splash, and there are individuals boarding the vessel.
The hell?
So, un momento, and we gonna roll some fucking dice.
Yo.
Here they go.
Yo.
To arms!
Do
To arms! Higgins isn't fucking here because he's down cooking fucking lunch. So this might get a little awkward. Oh, all right. So we're gonna do some draw steel.
All yelling?
So he
Too big a boat to hear yelling?
absolutely he will hear this and he will immediately be able to join. And by immediately be able to join, I mean he will probably appear in the second round and be able to take his full action at that point. So, because Bansii is unable to be surprised, and Cobb also got a tier 3 result. I should have specified that. Cobb, you're at the helm, right? But
That's
you
me.
see off on the starboard side, on the
right.
spur that you are kind of like curving around, the jut of land that is kind of like causing the river Pontano to deviate and create this bend. You see rustling in the foliage, and out of it you see the gleam of mottled blue and emerald and brown scales as a half a dozen figures or more begin to emerge from the foliage. So, draw steel. Whoever grabs the dice first wins. That's not how it works, but so very notably, wonderful, fantastic, absolutely awesome. I am going to make these visible to the players. So the heroes, thanks to Cobb and Bansii on their tier 3 results, Bansii is incapable of being surprised, right? Because of her danger sense. But that doesn't necessarily extend to the rest of you in all circumstances. So there are situations in which perhaps Bansii might be able to gain the initiative for all of you as long as she acts first, right? But in this particular instance, it wasn't just Bansii, it was Bansii and Cobb. And so there is no issue. It looks like some of y'all are missing HP. So, un momento. Let me fix shit.
That was gonna be my question. I was
Yeah,
like, did they hurt us when we jumped in, or is that from like when we were practicing?
You should not have any issues. So,
What about the triggers that are on our portraits?
I do not know what those are. Ignore those for now.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't know why those exist.
I was gonna say if I get to just like use them, I'll be very happy. But
Please.
yeah, if they're
Please do not. All right. Also, let me over here and do some sort of other music. What do we got? We got some fighting music somewhere in here. I know we do. I remember seeing it. Hey, let's do this. We rally for battle. All right. So, kicking things off, it is the hero's turn. You all do get the first action thanks to Bansii and Cobb's call to warning. You see on the port side of the vessel nearly a dozen lizard folk leap out of the water, this loud splash, and land on the deck. Many of them are pretty akin to your stature, but one, this guy in the center, right, is this big crocodilian-looking motherfucker with this massive tail that is just kind of like swinging around. Who on the hero sides wants to go first?
Me.
I thought we
Higgins
established
is
that
not
Jay
currently
goes
in this
first.
battle.
You have stuff, right? Like you have triggers that help other people, or
also,
no?
you are up in the sails, Uvik, so you're at minimum, you are like 10, 15 feet up in the rigging.
That's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
is feet squares, or what does that mean? Like,
so 10 to 15 feet would be
within 10.
Each 5 feet is a square. So 2 to 3 squares up is where he is.
I mean,
I leave it to his perception of where he would be currently.
tell you what, Lily, if you've got something like what I can do, since you're already down there and amidst them, I from up here can still mark something, and then I can just let you do a signature attack for free without it taking your turn.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Okay.
So I go first. Do I just click on me?
Well, no, hold on. I gotta.
Oh,
It would
sorry,
be
you go.
Uvik going first, and he's gonna give you the opportunity to do some things.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and mark the one that's just right in front of me, right?
Okay.
And then as my main action, I will say right now.
You'll say what? Oh, okay, okay. So as we
Right
move
here.
into this,
Right
this is
here.
our first combat. This is our first combat. We have done some danger room scenarios, and this VTT DM Hub does a phenomenal job of automating a lot of the shit that happens in a game like this, especially with Draw Steel that's super noodly with a lot of like mechanics and things like that. So, that being said, I would really, really love if, as we go through this, everything that happens, at least for these first couple sessions, people really fully like describe what they are doing. And I don't mean from like a lore perspective. I love when you describe things from like a cinematic perspective. Please do that. I mean from a mechanical perspective. Tell us every fucking ability that you are using and how it works and who you're using it on, etc., etc. That way everyone can get used to what you're doing, so you all get used to comboing with each other, because that is a big part of this game. So Jay, specifically, what are you doing, and then what is Lily doing?
So I saw shit jump on the deck, right?
Yeah.
And I saw one right by Lily, so I point at it and I marked the whatever that's right in front of her.
What does that do?
So
what does marking something do?
So mark means that if anybody attacks that creature, your attacks automatically get an edge, so a +2 on the roll. And if the enemy is attacked, I get some of my heroic resource.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not every time. I think it's once per round. But,
once per round, yeah,
still,
sure.
On top of that, there's a bunch of other effects that I can get from doing it. Like, when an enemy is hit, I can choose to do a bunch of things, but it may cost either a heroic resource or my triggered for the turn.
Okay.
But for the most part, it's just like you're more likely to hit the person I mark.
So you're saying, you're pointing, saying, hey, focus on that guy because it's tactically advantageous to us, and you're going to get a bunch of stuff out of it, and the person who is attacking them is going to get an edge. So a +2.
And then, that was my maneuver.
That's your maneuver.
For my main action, I chose the strike now main action, which I can target an ally.
So you basically forgo your action and
I'm
say,
up in the ropes.
Say, you do this thing because you're a tactical individual, and you can say it's better for this other person to do their thing than it is for me to do my thing.
So when I do this, the person that I choose will be able to use any of their signature attacks and it not do anything. It doesn't cost any of their resources for their own turn. That like they're attacking for my action.
It's just your action. Yeah. Okay.
I can also spend focus and 2 ally.
Ooh, that's cool. All right, so you obviously in this situation you picked Bansii since you marked the target immediately next to Bansii, and Bansii is the person who is on the port side is gotten jumped by all of these lizard folk. And then Bansii, you responded by using a signature attack, which you've already rolled for and got a 17.
I know. I'm waiting.
No,
I was
that's
waiting.
great.
I haven't accepted.
That is fantastic. So what is it that you are doing to this marked target?
Okay, so I am using Grasp of Beyond.
Okay.
And essentially what that does is I'm going to take the life energy from my target and teleport myself away using that life energy.
Oh, that's sick.
Thief.
What does that look like? Because it's like super obvious to like think of, Yuvik is just up there in the sails and just, Bansii, that one, hit him, right? Like kind of scenario. But what does Bansii's magic actually look like as she does that?
I would assume it looks like a bunch of like black, because it's void magic that does that.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like a bunch of black that just literally sucks out of the guy and allows me to disappear and then reappear somewhere else.
So it's just this cloud of like inky blackness that shunts out of the victim's body, encases you, and then just you bamf away in this like bubble black smoke kind of scenario.
Correct.
Awesome. Okay, so a 17 is going to be 11 corruption damage. So obviously,
a lot of damage.
You need to kill the one that you targeted, but these are minions, so you also are going to get to kill another target.
So all of them just got little skulls on them.
So you click the one you targeted. And then you get to choose minions. The way minions work is they share a pool of health. You get to choose narratively what happened to one of these minions. Did they die of fright? Did they see the death of this other person and just fucking run away? Did something happen? Did like your projection of the spell, did it hit but anything near you? Right? Like how did that function?
I would say that this guy right over here, like the
one that was behind you.
The one that was behind me witnessed me suck the life force out of his friend and died of fright as I went over here.
Fuck yeah.
What's up, girl?
They came onto the boat and they were immediately like, oh shit, that's a dead thing. And then that dead thing just immediately like massacres one of them. And the other one's just like, it has a heart attack and just like slumps to the ground clutching his chest. And Bansii teleports the fuck away. Awesome.
And technically, this is still my turn.
Yeah, but you've used your maneuver to mark, right?
Yep. So
Action
now,
to
because
use your
the
thing.
person that died that I marked,
Yes.
I now get to move that mark to somebody else. So,
Wonderful. Yeah, free triggered action. You get to automatically move your mark. So where do you want to move your mark? You can see from up in your position in the sails. Obviously, there is this line of lizards that have boarded the boat on the port side, but there's a bunch on the starboard side that seem to be preparing for something as well.
Well, let's mark. This is the thing's actually not working. Not letting me like. I wonder if I can just main action or maneuver mark again. Yeah, I can.
Okay, there you go.
I'll do that. So that is out of range.
That's out of range.
Oh, you can see me doing this.
I can see you. I think we all should be able to see a green circle of your range currently.
Yep.
Yeah.
Show can.
Okay, let's just go ahead and
You
mark the big
can,
guy.
even though you're not here? Because that's awesome. Oh, you mark the big scale?
Yeah,
dude?
I'm going ahead and
Fuck
mark
yeah.
the big guy.
He's like,
and
big guy.
I would like to use my movement to get on deck.
Okay. Well, how much movement do you have? You have 5 squares?
I have not used any.
Do you have a climb speed?
I have climb.
Do you have a climb speed?
I don't think I have climb speed.
Okay, you do not have a native climb speed, so your options are, if you're 10 or 15, let's decide. Would you have been 10 feet up or would you have been 15 feet up? Where are we talking here?
If we're talking about a brigantine and messing with the sail.
Honestly, the lowest like spar is probably only going to be 10 feet up.
Let's just go 15. We'll be honest, 15.
The fun thing is I can always accept that Jay is going to put himself at the least advantageous scenario.
I'm just being real. If I was messing around in the crow's nest originally, I'm probably more higher up than not.
Yeah, that's true. You'd be a ways up. So 15 feet is going to be 3. If you have 5 feet of movement, how much movement do you have? I
have, what is that? 6 pips.
Oh, okay. So basically climbing, what we're going to do is we're going to roll a check. I don't remember what climbing is. Do you remember what climbing is? Is climbing might or agility?
Exploration. Oh, that is, I can find out real quick.
I'm going to say it's a might, because climbing isn't like acrobatic or anything like that. It's physical strength. You're pulling yourself up. So I'm going to say it's a climb might check. And I'm just going to have Uvik. So this is an easy test, right? If you get 11 or lower, we might have some problems. Otherwise, you're going to get down here without issues. But it's going to take the majority of your movement because you're climbing. You're not, like, walking. Yep. So give me a roll.
Oh, so not only does it never mind, it is automated. Not only does it pre-check skilled because I am trained in climbing.
Well, I selected climb as part of the thing.
Did you also select 4-armed athletics?
I did not.
Because it is giving me 4-armed athletics as well, which is one of my ancestries that I took.
Nice. Very cool.
Roll.
What does 4-armed athletics give you in this situation? An edge?
It's got 4 arms, man. Makes it pretty easy.
It is.
Oh yeah, tier 3.
Your unique physiology enhances your movement. You gain an edge on tests
that
use climb, gymnastics, or swim.
Awesome. So normally I think the situation would normally be kind of like difficult terrain where it takes like double movement, right? So if you were 3 up and you have 6, it would normally have taken like all 6 to get down safely without just jumping, right? So in this case, since you got a tier 3 result on an easy task, that means you succeed with a boon. I think you are, especially because of your 4 arms, you're able to get down safely and quickly, which means you have 2 more squares of movement to utilize.
Okay, I will 2 movement. I'll move closer to Miss Bansii, and I'll land with a thud, and then like in one movement, I grab my sword, I grab my gun, and my third arm grabs my shield, and in like one movement, I go, blah, and pull it all out.
Blah. Fucking Goro with armaments.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
your
the
turn.
arm is like flipping off the big gun.
All right. Obviously, that was a really long turn for the first turn of combat, but it's because we're super describing all of the mechanics of what everything is happening and blah, 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 so everyone can understand. As we continue, especially with DM Hub, because DM Hub automates so much shit for you, right? This is going to go lickety-split. So, go ahead and click that in turn, and we will continue onwards.
And that was the first turn. Damn.
That was the first turn.
I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
Okay, so, as that is happening, some other bad shit is going to happen. As that is happening, the lizards out of the water land. 2 of them die immediately to this inky black corruption that explodes out of Bansii as Uvik is just basically like rope sliding down the fucking mast, right? Bansii appears in a puff of inky blackness. And as she does...
3D map?
Huh?
Is this a 3D map?
This is a 2.5D map. Absolutely.
Look, I saw some weird lines.
Welcome to
And
the
so I
future,
zoomed in on the
motherfuckers! This is a 2.5D map. Absolutely.
Like, I started drifting the camera left and right, and
There's
it's
legitimate
3D geometry.
I have implemented legitimate elevation in this map. The deck of the ship is 2 squares up from the water, which is 0. Absolutely. The aft of the ship, where Cobb and Yoham are, is 3 squares high.
Like, if you zoom in and, like, you can see the planes.
Yeah.
It's super subtle.
Yeah.
That's cool. Sorry, didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
Sorry,
distracting.
Yeah. Okay. So, Bansii and Robert, unfortunately, are going to get targeted by the individuals that are on the shoreline that have emerged from the tree. Potentially some people have triggered actions to respond with here, I believe. I'm going to give everyone an opportunity.
I don't know if I can parry.
You're not involved. I don't think you can parry. Because no one's targeting you.
I can't use a trigger?
Oh, you can shift, and yeah, absolutely, you could potentially parry.
Well, I mean, I asked that because it's not... Like, it's not lighting up. I can't actually do it.
Oh.
You're too far away from me. I don't know about you.
It shows it for me that you could parry. You are one square away from Bansii.
Shit, didn't mean to do that. Ignore that.
Yeah, it's no worries. We'll fix it. You are 1 square away from Bansii, so you absolutely could try to parry an attack coming for her. Do you want to try to do that?
I do. I don't.
Even if the trigger doesn't show, we'll fix it. We'll fix it.
Okay.
Just do you confirm that is what you want to do?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So the way this skill works is if a creature. Oh wait. If a creature deals damage to the target, so she hasn't taken damage yet.
So that's why it's not giving you the option yet. That's why it's not giving you the option yet. Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
It'll light up.
Okay. Now it lit up.
Okay.
Mine also lit up.
All right.
You're protecting Bansii? Is that correct, Jason?
Yeah, I'm about to have the damage for Bansii.
Okay,
I'm gonna
real quick questions before you do that. Can y'all see what I have rolled yet?
Yes, the tongue lash got a level tier 1.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yes.
since you can see what I rolled, Zach, you would know Word of Judgment isn't gonna do anything, right? Because it's not gonna. It's already a tier 1. You can't reduce it further down.
Oh, okay. I do nothing then. That's a good point.
So that's the reason why I wanted to point that out. That's why we're super talking about the mechanics and everything like that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also, since it's tier 1, is that a waste of my trigger?
That's
because
up to
it's
you.
Such a bad roll.
That's up to you.
Oh no, you can fall into that trap of holding that trigger and just never using it.
You know what? I am going to instead parry for Mr. Amos, because he only has 8 HP.
Can you parry for him? I thought parry was...
Yep, it's 2 squares.
2 squares. I thought it was 1 square.
Then, no, I have to spend 1 focus, but then I can't.
Okay, do you have focus that you want to spend for this?
I have 3 focus.
Do you want to spend for it?
And how much damage is that planning on doing? 5 damage.
It's going to do 5.
All right. No, let's just do... I'm just going to do the 1 for...
1 for Bansii, okay.
So, here we go.
All right, everyone locked in? And click and accept.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Done.
Okay.
It did it.
So these guys are one of the enemies that aren't fully implemented yet, so I'm going to have to maneuver things around a little bit, because they are not doing whatever this thing is.
Jesus.
So skip. And And so they do a little bit of damage to Bansii. You see out of the foliage emerge these lizard folk, tribal warriors, these kind of like reticulated spines, kind of like across their heads and down their backs, like jewelry, like fully accessorized, but not like fully clothed. It's like, let's have necklaces, let's have armbands and torques and fucking like bracelets and shit like that, but let's just have loincloths. Is what these guys are like rocking at the moment. And it's all in that kind of like old kind of like vibe. it's the idea of like, you know, European sailors going to Mesoamerica kind of like scenario, kind of like differentiation. You as Riojans or peoples of the rest of the world are at a specific technological level, and you're like interacting now with these individuals that are, you know, operating on a fetish system, like necklaces of triangulated gold and teeth and shit like that, right? Is what you're looking at. They step forward, and each of them just like almost like snake-like unhinged jaws, these massive tongues shoot out, impact Bansii and Ames. Would do more damage to Bansii, but Yuvik like actually jumps in and blocks one of the tongues with his shield. Either way, Bansii is pulled towards them one, and Robert Ames is pulled off of the vessel and splashes into the water below.
It actually fell. That's good.
It actually fell. It did actually fall. If no one was watching, we watch. Everybody watching? He actually falls into the water. There's a splash. Love it. Okay, so that is that part of their turn. And then it is this guy steps forward. So this guy steps down, and the beach kind of like where the foliage is kind of slopes down. Roots and grasses and weeds and things like that kind of like going down to the surface of the water. This individual with blood red eyes, mottled green and white skin, steps forward, and he looks at Yuvik, and he pulls something out of a pouch on his side, and you hear this kind of like whirring, whistling noise above his head, and he unleashes it. And
I got slung.
Oh, that is a tier 3 result. Oh,
Okay.
immediately reduced.
Hey, the 3D dice.
React and
Oh no, that's
you know, I cast my word of judgment. I said, now is not the time for this.
Hell yes. So Cobb up on the helm sees this individual, right? Had already marked the ones on the right. Sees this individual whirring this bola above his head, and right before he hurls it, he calls out. And it's not just his voice. It is underlaid with a secondary different voice. An incredibly different voice. Feminine, deep, calm, that exudes a "this will not be."
Right.
As Cobb invokes the power of his god as a conduit. Okay, so that reduces it from a 17, from a tier 3 result to a tier 2 result. So you're gonna take 7 acid damage, and if you have a might less than 1,
I do not.
which you do not, that would have been a problem. By the way, that was a malice ability. Sorry, I should have noted that. You hear this blood eye, this lizard folk blood eye, give this ululating cry, this war cry, filled with frenzy, filled with bloodlust, wanting something incredibly bad for Yuvik, and having it reduced, thankfully, from his conduit ally. And that is the end of turn for the lizards. Okay, our turn order has gotten kind of fuckity-wuckity. So we're gonna switch to the player turn. Go ahead and Yuvik select an intern.
Intern.
And then I will send it back to the player turn. So,
Okay.
Bansii or Cobb, which of you two would like to go next? You have a bunch of these lizard folk that have boarded the vessel on the port side, and then a bunch on the starboard side that are launching attacks and have pulled one of your crew members into the waters of the Pantano.
I would say let me step in and bolster us a bit.
Say it one more time. You were very quiet.
I would say let me step in and bolster us a bit. There's a lot of damn wizards.
Let's do it. I'm good with that.
Rock and stone!
It's like saying,
Alright, as a
rockets,
conduit, when I roll
stone.
for my abilities to gain my stuff,
Hell
I
yeah.
can choose to pray.
Are you praying? Are you reaching out to your god?
I'm going to reach out as I'm asking for assistance to
What
save.
do you say to your... Who is your god? What do
Robert.
you say when you invoke their name?
My god is Solenia.
The
Solera?
The Lorna.
Solena. Oh, pretty close there.
Pretty close.
God of nature and
Lots of new
storm.
lore. Lots of new
So,
lore.
anyway, we're right in the heart of this god's territory here.
The fucking
yeah.
the Little Ix is in the middle of the fucking ocean. Absolutely.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna pray. Okay, that could have been worse. That's not bad. All right, so
It's a
I got
2. It's not the good
two.
result. It's not the bad result. It's just the okay result.
Okay result in that I generate 3 piety.
Yeah, the
Like,
okay
that's
result
pretty
is
good.
better than not praying.
Yeah. Oh, somebody took elemental damage?
Yeah.
Corruption. Yeah.
Bansii did corruption.
Bansii did corruption damage. Absolutely.
Oh, okay, neat. Alright, then, let me just take a little measure here. Yep, yes. So this is 10. This is taking into account that he's down, right?
Yes. I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no Pythagorean theorem in this game.
That's in the handbook
Okay.
verbatim.
That's in the handbook verbatim. You don't have to argue about me with it this time, Zach. It's in the handbook verbatim. No Pythagorean theorem.
Nice. Okay, well then, to begin, I turn to Johan. I say, Johan, stay the course. And I walk forward. Let me...
Oh, okay.
how do I get
Okay. Yep.
And the entire ship rocks, right?
No. Johan is going to immediately follow up
because
as
he's heavy.
soon as Cobb
Because
moves
he's a
away
chunko.
from the
Because
wheel.
he's so heavy that he's like.
Oh,
shifting all of the
that's
weight.
actually a good point, but he is moving to starboard side, which is the direction you want to go.
Honestly, he's not allowed in the rigging. He's not never allowed up there. If he
He's
falls,
not allowed up there.
if he falls, he's gonna fall through and sink the ship.
Cobb is an
Yep.
especially experienced sailor, but he spends most of his time literally just moving from the port to starboard and back and forth just to turn the ship. That's what
Yeah,
he
you
The
does.
should
hell
really
are the-
just like sit right here in the middle. Like that's
The
where
hell kind of wood is this ship made of to support that dude walking around all
Okay,
day, every
Ship
day?
will
You're-
carry thousands of pounds in just cargo.
In the build,
Yeah,
in the,
not
yeah,
stomping around on it.
in the cargo, there are
I walk lightly.
several
walk stompily.
tens of thousands of pounds. Yeah, absolutely. Cobb, what are you doing? What you got for us?
All right. Well, I call for Johan to take the wheel. And
He steps up. He'll
move
step up.
forward.
Absolutely.
The first thing I will do is I will utilize. My
He'll
piety.
yell out. He'll like, "You got it, boss. Please, go do that thing you do."
I reach out, and I invoke the faith is our armor. For myself and Robert and Bansii and Yuvik.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Faith
more
is our-
targets?
Faith is our armor gives everybody temporary health based on.
Do you
how-
want to hit Johan with it too?
I can
You
only
get
do
4?
4. Okay, only 4. Okay, those are the 4 at most dire straits. Johan is back at the helm, so he is the most safe. That is fair.
All right, everybody gets 10 temporary life.
10
Yo,
temporary
that's some good
HP.
shit.
That's a big. That might save Robert's life.
I
That
have
might save his
tripled
life.
Robert's life.
I should have parried for him.
We'll see. I gave the party the list of who their 4 crew members were before, and Jay was like, "I will immediately sacrifice my life for Ambrosio." Robert is an Ambrosio, so
Yeah,
that's
that's
how
true.
it be. Sometimes
Yeah,
that's how
but
it be.
look where he is though.
He is in the water. Fortunately, he is very experienced. He can swim. As long as nothing else tries to kill him. Anything else for your turn? That was just an action, right?
That was a bonus action.
That was a maneuver. Yeah.
Maneuver.
That was,
Okay, what's your action, my man?
I moved. So I will. Within distance. Okay, I will take a second and I will utter the warrior's prayer. Targeting this man right here, who is close to the only one. Oh, I can target a lot of people.
Oh,
fuck.
yeah. I mean, 10 feet is, again, no Pythagorean theorem. 10 feet is 10 feet. It's big.
I mismade. All right, so the warrior's prayer does damage to one person, and then you or an ally within the distance gains temporary stamina equal to my intuition.
Okay,
Which is 2.
very clearly, you can see the guys with the tongues, right? Like, they're smaller, they're, like, hunched over, they're minions, right? That blood-eyed figure with the fucking bola, that guy is a real guy, right? So, let that influence your choice how you want.
Yeah, I think I will just go ahead and open up on the big man.
Open it up on the big man? Okay.
Well, maybe not, because I'm clicking him and it is not working.
Okay. Do you have to click someone? Do you have to click an ally first?
Yeah, there's arrows on around our allies.
That's okay. What?
It says
Just
range 10.
describe what it does. What are we doing here?
Well, this is actually confusing because the text says your quickly uttered prayer lends aggressive divine energy to a friend engaged in melee, but it's range 10. and
You
it targets a
you don't have
creature.
any friends engaged in melee is the thing.
So it has to be. They have to be next to.
They have to be next to an enemy.
Oh.
That's
So
the
you have to,
thing.
Alright.
bypass that or like.
Yeah,
on that.
that's the issue. Is you had all of those targets, but none of them were selectable targets because none of
All right,
them were
then
in
I
melee.
fucking change and I'm gonna holy lash something.
Holy
I'm gonna whip this
lash!
man. Well, okay. Can I? I can't whip that man. Can I whip this guy? Okay, I can't click anyone.
Okay. What do you got going on?
Are they not within range?
What are you
Nope.
doing? You doing Holy Lash?
I'm trying. Well, hold on. Let me see. No, see, this is kind of what I thought. Like, is he within range? I don't know.
He
Is
absolutely
square
should be
your
in
range?
range.
I mean,
He
can
should
you
be in
move
range.
closer?
Holy Lash doesn't take anything.
I can roll if I click. Do me a favor.
Now I can click that guy.
Okay. Do me a favor and reload real quick. New
Oh, I can click him now. No, I don't understand. It just wouldn't let me.
It might have just been a very little weird bug.
I can do Warrior's Prayer now too.
New
Okay,
VTT.
so I can do Warrior's Prayer.
New VTT. It's in beta. It's super cool. It lets us do a lot of really cool stuff, but there's gonna be hitches and weirdness and occasional things. So
Okay,
bear
well
that
then I
with a
want to
grain
go
of
back to
salt.
what I want to do, which is a Warrior's Prayer.
Okay, so Warrior's Prayer.
You know, I utter my Warrior's Prayer, right?
Okay.
At the chieftain.
Okay.
And so just to clarify, Jeremy, the system is checking high ground and giving me an edge for that.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. You're 3 up, and he's 1 up, I believe.
2 up or 1 up.
He's currently at a 2, so you have the high ground advantage on him.
Oh, there's numbers on our tokens that
Yeah.
just tell you.
Absolutely.
All right, I've rolled a tier 3. I will accept the result.
Hell
Please
yeah.
Have your 11.
11
And now I will grant
damage.
2
Chunky
more
fucking
temporary
damage.
stamina to my good friend Robert Ames. Be
Ooh.
bolstered by my faith,
Be bolstered.
and know that you are
okay,
safe within.
Okay, I
my
will
grasp.
say, before we finalize that, you already gave him plus 10 temporary hit points.
Okay, it doesn't stack.
No, it's like temp HP. So it's just
Oh,
whatever the
okay,
most
well.
is.
I already clicked it. Okay, well give Johan 2.
Give Johan 2? Okay.
I can't.
I will give
unclick it or
Johan
reclick it.
2. Absolutely. Easy peasy.
And with that, I end my turn.
He ends his turn! It's the enemies! Alright, well, I think it's gonna be these guys. These 2 are going to move up
No.
against Ambrosio on
No.
the bowsprit. The others are going to rush
Ambrosio.
down towards Yuvik and Bansii. And we are going to get a bunch of attacks. We are going to get a snap and toss.
Oh, so we don't get our triggers back until all of us have gone. Is that right?
The full round is when you get your
Okay,
trigger
got
back.
it.
It's basically like your reaction in D&D. So it's one
Well,
time,
in
and
D&D, my reaction
that's
would have
it.
come back already.
So, we have a lizard folk. These guys are fast. They're surprisingly fast. And as they sprint across the deck of the ship, you see that big crocodilian-looking motherfucker back there, like, shouting to them orders in this guttural kind of like very heavy on the S's and Z's and L's kind of like language that I don't think any of you speak. And they seem to respond more to his voice, like he's leading them on the charge. So this guy's going for Yuvik, this guy is going for Bansii, and these 2 are going to go for Ambrosio. So we're going to roll. And that is a tier 3 result! Yikes!
Damn, he's sliding. Ooh, he's sliding.
Ambrosio, no!
Ambrosio!
Yuvik, you see this grunt bound towards you, leap up, thrust at you with this very kind of like, primitive looking scimitar that you parry to the side, and then like a whip, he spins midair, slams you with his tail into Bansii, causing damage to the both of you. And then
Well, I have stability 1, right? Does
You
that
do.
not-
It factored in. You
Okay.
took less. Because Bansii does not have stability 1, and you're about to take more, as the other one does the exact same thing to Bansii and slams her into you.
So I have triggers.
Yeah, you have
You
triggers.
do.
I do have triggers.
What you want to do?
So I don't understand why only the subtle relocation is triggering. I
think
thought
Glamour of
of Terror should work
Okay.
to scare
they
them,
haven't
but
done
I
anything
don't
to
see
you.
that.
Let's see.
Maybe it's because they haven't dealt damage to you yet.
It might be because
right.
it might be because I'm still doing what they're doing as a whole, because they still have to finish their stuff against Ambrosio.
Interesting, but I do have a trigger up. Like it did pop up. So does that? So let me look at this trigger.
Do you get to pick which one you want to do? Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
maybe it triggers when can I teleport a person?
Trigger, the target starts their turn, moves, or is force moved. So something has moved within your range, and that's why.
Yes. Yeah, I got force moved within your range, so you could deviate the stuff.
Oh, I'm clicking it. I don't really understand what it's telling me.
No worries. I'm gonna read it real quick, okay?
The target.
You teleport the
number
target
of
up to a
squares.
number of squares equal to your reason score. If the target moves to trigger this ability, you can teleport them at any point during the move. So the trigger is self or one ally, or the target is self or one ally, and the trigger is if the target starts their turn, moves, or is force moved. So when Uvik got slapped, you could have teleported him away from you so that he didn't get slapped into you. Or, now that you've been slapped, you could teleport yourself away from Uvik so that he doesn't slap into you. Basically,
Okay,
reducing
so I
the amount of movement that you have.
I want to teleport Uvik away from danger.
Okay.
Will that give them attacks of opportunity?
No. Teleportation will not prompt attacks. Forced movement in general will not prompt attacks of opportunity. Teleportation especially so. Because they rolled a tier 3 result, they get to slide a lot. How far is your teleportation?
I can't tell right now because it's not letting me actually do the trigger.
Check. You teleport the target up to squares equal to your reason. So it should be 2 squares. So what is going to happen is you and Uvik are both going to gain 2 squares back, or 2 temporary HP back, because he would have you teleport Uvik, but the effect still happens. So he gets smashed back into you, but it's less total distance, so you take less damage. So the grand total of everything that happens is you and Uvik take 2 less damage total.
Cool.
Is how it all works. Okay.
That works.
So with Ambrosio, a bunch of stuff happened. Does anything happen with your trigger, your subtle relocation? No. That should not be the case. How do I fix this?
And why does this guy got a death symbol on it?
That's what I'm. Look, new VTT. Who's this? Ambrosio is not dead. I apologize. Ambrosio is not dead.
No, Ambrosio.
He best not be.
Ambrosio does take 3 damage and is jettisoned off of the vessel.
Man, we lost our crew so fast.
What? Why is everybody jumping in the water?
So that is what happens to Ambrosio.
Have I taken any damage yet?
You have taken damage. Yes.
From this turn?
Yes.
So
You've
why
taken a little
didn't
damage.
my Glamour of
'Cause you don't-
Terror trigger?
You only get one
It
trigger.
might have been because the person you took damage from wasn't in melee with you. Your glamour is only for people in melee. Yep.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
Okay. Fantastic. So I'm going to say that is the end turn. I think actually he would have taken 4 damage because there were 2 people attacking him. So that is the end turn for those lizards. We fucked up the thing. It should be the only person on board the ship or up on deck that has not acted yet is Bansii. Bansii, what do you want to do? It is your turn.
Yay!
I'm gonna go pee while you're thinking about it.
Yeah. Let me think really quick.
Do the killing, killer.
Do the killing killer.
We need much killing from you.
Okay,
Is there
so
other
I'm gonna
Murderers not
target
here.
Big Bad Far Away with my main action of Ray of Agonizing Self-Reflection.
Oh. I would wait until Jeremy gets back to go through with all of that.
I think that is probably a good plan. I just screwed up my entire panel layout too. Because it used to be like, here, let me pop up and show you exactly what you're doing so that I could read out to everybody what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's actually a little squirrely for me as well.
77% and for public they want on the files. How are they wrong to say that?
Mitch, how far into overlooting have you gotten?
Do what?
I said, Mitch, how far into overlooting have you gotten?
I think I've beaten all the corruption.
All the corruptions!
On all the characters?
I think on Shadow and maybe Doug. I don't remember. I haven't played games in a week and a half, so.
How's the move going?
It's hard.
It's happening.
Yeah,
I'm sick of it.
Yep.
That's very fair. All right, Bansii, what are you doing? What's going on?
I'm gonna target Big Bad over here.
You're gonna target Big Bad. Okay, Big Bad over here. Over where? Oh, the big crocodile-looking motherfucker. Okay.
Big Bad over there with
yeah.
a ray of agonizing self-reflection. He's gonna really look inward right now about the choices that he's made.
I love this.
Yeah, he is.
What does it look like when you project a ray of agonizing self-reflection at a target?
You know, I don't even know if it could be seen as visible.
It might
but
be.
She's gonna point her finger at him and glare in her wrathful way.
You see this big crocodilian motherfucker with this massive tail look to the right and see his reptilian, his lizard folk brethren to the right of him. He looks up towards the bowsprit and he sees the Raiden White Ambrosio jettisoned from the vessel by his lizard folk subordinates. You see him look about confused and
how did you become this person?
He legitimately looks as if he is uncertain of what is transpiring. And then immediately afterwards, his eyes glint in amber. And he turns to you, snarls, and snaps his jaws. What else are you? Because that's just an action. What do you got for your
that's
maneuver?
Just my action.
Yeah, what you doing? You got a lizard up in your face that has tried to pierce you with a fucking trident and slapped you with a tail. You're next to Yuvik. You got a bunch of fucking lizards on the fucking, like, starboard side. There's a lot of shit. Also, I will say at this point, you hear, as Yoham has taken the helm, you hear this as Yoham next to the helm is just ringing this alarm bell.
Okay, well, I didn't know there was an
Uh-oh.
alarm bell right up
Well, okay. I assume that the alarm bell is like we now have 2 people overboard. That's the problem. You know, like I don't know that I have much that I can do.
Kill.
You don't feel like you gotta. Sometimes you don't have a maneuver that you feel like is applicable, and that do be the case. I would say, as a default, from the maneuver concept, especially if you're in melee, you can always select to aid the attack of someone. Like if against a target that is melee to you, or
Does Yuvik get is that what that would be like?
It would be anyone if you. So there are 2 targets next to you in melee, and if you decide to aid the attack against one of them, anyone who attacks one of those 2 targets, as long as they stay in melee of you, they might not, right? They would get advantage because you're basically distracting them and, like, you know. Does Bansii have like a staff or anything like that she's like wielding or anything? So she's just you're just gesturing.
He's just Emperor Palpatining.
Yeah, Emperor Palpatining, like
That's
words
right.
splashing with magic, parrying this trident. You're distracting one of these motherfuckers.
And I would say that I look really creepy, but you know, with our party, we all kind of look pretty creepy. They just
Sure.
jumped on a boat of creepy people.
Absolutely,
But-
I feel you. It's
But
yeah,
alright, so I'll
it's a whole
aid the
boat.
attack on the guy in front of me.
Okay.
So if anyone attacks him.
Fantastic. I think next up is gonna be. Well, I mean, you tried to introspect the scale tooth, so his squad's gonna go.
Let's
So.
see it.
First up, we're gonna have this lizard folk and this lizard folk close. These 2 grunts are going to try to snap and toss against Yuvik. I need
Rolling
to
real
stop.
well tonight,
I need to
Jeremy.
stop rolling so well.
You're rolling real well tonight.
Rolling real well tonight.
Says session 1 TPK.
So they close and they slam Yuvik. The 2 of them, Bansii and Yuvik, are now kind of like you know, it almost encapsulated by this band of grunts. And Yuvik is doing a good job of like parrying attacks, like blocking this trident here, ducking this tail, but there's just so many attacks coming his way that eventually he gets slammed in the chest with this broad, long tail that jettisons him backward into Bansii, right? Which fouls her capability of doing what she is doing. I am going to pause for a second. Actually, I'm not going to pause for a second because Bansii has already used subtle relocation this turn. She has a trigger currently up, which shows that she can do something, but neither of the triggers that she has are free triggers, and she has already used her triggered action, so she actually cannot use one of her triggers. At the end of the turn, Higgins.
Hi.
How much speed you got, bro?
I don't know, normal amount, 30. I can't see my character sheet because I don't exist
30.
yet.
You don't exist yet. You got 6 speed. That is 5
He said 30.
feet per, right? So that is 30. I believe you here. That's not where you're at. That's not where you're at.
Fucked up through the
All right,
fucking.
but before you
grill.
place me anywhere, are there like openings on the side of the boat for like cannons or anything?
There are no cannons on this vessel.
This is bullshit. What kind of bullshit ass ship we got no cannons?
Okay.
No
shit.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit of lore that you all would be aware of.
We got ballista holes.
There are ballista in existence, right? Obviously, that's easy tech. Cannons do exist in this world, but cannons only exist, as far as you're aware, within the House Navarro Navy and on the main vessels, like 5 or 10 of those motherfuckers.
Like main
Alright, well,
warship.
no, it's-
There
the
are
reason
no
why we have
other
our
cannons
namesake.
in
All I'm saying.
that is extremely proprietary technology that House Navarro is like, nobody gets to know about this shit or how we make it. So it is
Well, it's not the
absolutely not on this rinky dinky bitch ass scorpion that you all are currently on.
Then we should.
Not even
It stands to
scorpions.
reason we would have some of our namesake, aka some scorpions.
Some scorpions. So, but that being said,
Is this where we
Higgins.
say how unfortunate?
Higgins,
That's
I am going to give you
unfortunate.
2 options here. You could use all of your the kitchen is actually very close to the aft staircase, right? If you use all of your movement, you could, hearing the bell, the alarm bell, you could come up out of the aft staircase using all of your movement. Alternatively, there is a massive grating, right, in the midship of the vessel. That is a little further away from you. You could come up right amidst that by using your movement and your main action. Which would you prefer to choose? Assuming you don't ignore the alarm bell and say, fuck it, I'm not going up there.
So where you have me right now is if
Where
I
you
use all my
where you
movement?
are right now is the aft is just using your movement. You still have your action and your maneuver. If you come up in the other location, you come up right here. But you will have used your movement and your main action.
Oh,
Can I see through the? Okay, so like just logistically, where is the kitchen down underneath this?
The kitchen is like just a little it's like right here.
Oh, you just offset the entire ship.
Did I?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a
Undo!
tiny bit.
There you go.
There we go. There we go. The kitchen is like right
Like-
here where I'm pinging.
Can I see through the grate from the kitchen?
No, not from the kitchen. You have to move 2 rooms over in order to get to that grate at all. But I will say, if you use your maneuver to Black Ash teleport through the grates, you would still
That's
have
why
your
I was asking
main action.
how far I have
Absolutely.
to go to see through
Absolutely. 100%.
hit him with that black ash.
If you so choose.
How much movement do I have to use to Black Ash up here?
You got a baby.
To Black Ash up here, you don't have to use any movement. Black Ash
Well,
teleports
you said I can't see it from where I currently am, so I have to move somewhere
so
to see
you-
through it.
So, presuming Black Ash, right? You could either move to the aft, which is the back of the vessel, and just go up the stairs, and you would have your main action and maneuver available. If you wanted to go to towards where you are now, you would need to use your movement, and it would get you into that room, and then you would use your maneuver, so you would have your main action left. So you're talking about choosing between Do you have your main action and maneuver, or do you just have your main action with where you are? Main action where you are now, maneuver and main action where you are here. That's your choice.
Let's go with. I mean, ultimately, I'm gonna have to use my both either way. Like, it doesn't matter where I go; those both get me to the same spot using the same resources. So
basically, yeah, is honestly kind of what you're looking at here. Truth be told,
it really doesn't matter. So I guess I'll go here, and then I will Black Ash teleport in.
Okay.
Why are you so sad about that?
Because
wanna,
I wanted
come
to
up through the
get somewhere
floor?
else. I wanted to be
Well,
anywhere else than
Where
right
did
here.
you want to go? Where did you?
I wanted to fucking sneak out the side and assassinate this fucker.
Okay. You want to assassinate the scale guard?
But I'm like in the middle of fucking bumfuck nowhere.
I would say where you are at on where you are at in the kitchens, you do have the opportunity to Black Ash out onto this like shoreline, and you could start reading through these guys. But there's no way for you to Black Ash up to this guy without.
I thought these guys were all dead because they were showing gray and shit.
No, I don't know why they're all showing gray. They're definitely still alive.
Oh, then 100%. I want to fucking. I want to bamf out there and assassinate.
You hear the ring of the bell, and you're just poof, gone in a puff of smoke.
I've done some damage to the big guy.
How far does your Black Ash teleport get you?
How do I double check that?
Let's say it's a maneuver.
Black Ash.
So
it's base 5. I can spend insight to get more.
Okay, so you are here. Okay, so the issue is gonna be that can I not? Ah. Please off measuring tool. You're basically here underneath the boat when you hear the bell. So you would need to use a movement to move one over, and you can split your move with basically everything. So that is, you can see these guys out here, but your Black Ash only moves you 5.
Can I move closer?
I will let you move closer if you jump onto the burning stove and take 1 damage.
Deal. Rock.
Deal.
Yeah.
Deal. Take 1 damage. Because that's what's in front of you, in front of the like little porthole that you would potentially be Black Ashing out through. So you would have to like basically like clamber up onto it in order to like be that much closer to cover the difference.
Question: will this be considered concealment where I arrive?
It is not going to be considered concealment because you have a set of eyes looking at this area. You're not going to get high.
Doesn't matter with Black Ash.
It does matter if they're looking directly at you. It matters if they can't see where you're going, and then they can't see you. But you're going to appear from a place they can't see into a place they definitely can see.
So then, in theory, wouldn't I be hidden before I get there?
Roll me a da-da-da-da-da-da. What's stealth? What does that fall under?
Sneak?
What is sneak? What does sneak fall under? Is that agility? Is that
I would assume either present.
agility or presence?
How do I click skill abilities?
Fuck if I know. That's a whole new VTT, my dude. Character sheet. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
Let me go. Let me go look.
Either.
I got PDFs open for this. Stealth is in the stealth is in the intrigue. We were all wrong. This is an wait, what the fuck? I'm gonna say, you argue for me. Is this agility or is this presence? Are you able to mask your presence, or are you just that fast?
And he comes with the aura.
How do you argue this for me?
I mean, for this particular circumstance, I would put it more towards agility because they don't know I'm down here, so it's about moving quickly enough that they don't notice me before I'm there.
All right. This is going to be, I think, a medium task, not because of them, but because you're inside a fucking boat, and you're teleporting out of the boat in order to surprise people, right? Like, so it's you clambering up on top of the fucking, like, oven that is on, that you're ruining lunch. You're ruining lunch, Higgins. You're ruining it.
No. I set it aside before I did this.
Do you take it? Do you set it? Would you like to take a bane?
The
on
reason
this
I'm
test?
taking so long is because I was taking it off of.
Would you like to take a bane on this test?
Or would you like to ruin lunch? Which
You know what?
one?
Fuck you, Jeremy. Yes, I will. Fuck you. I'm still gonna roll better.
Alright, okay, fantastic. I love it. I love it. Do it up. Roll for me.
Roll.
Damn, get
17.
Not bad! It's -2, it's still a 17! What?
Wow.
What?
Rest in peace, dude. That's what
All
happens
right.
when you fuck with lunch.
Yeah, move yourself.
Yeah, don't fuck with
hidden.
lunch.
Don't fuck with lunch. Move yourself. You're hidden. You're hidden until
Alright.
the end of your turn.
So I took 2 steps, and then I'm gonna. Oh, I gotta. How do I roll for my insight since I'm not in the turn order?
I will modify it appropriately here in a second. How much?
Okay,
how much should you have?
I don't know. I have to roll it. So like I have to roll. What is it?
Roll a d3 for me. Yeah.
I got 1.
You get uno.
Okay. Then I'm going to maneuver. Black Ash teleport. Pew!
Okay.
Confirm. I'm hidden.
There is a puff of smoke inside the ship that none of these fucking lizards are looking at because they're all looking at the fucking deck.
Pew.
Right?
Pew.
Okay. Wait a minute. You're just
They're all
really
looking at
big
that deck.
Nightcrawler.
He's
Yeah,
just
100%.
he is 100% just really big Nightcrawler.
Cut Vagna.
Bam!
There's a puff of smoke,
Jesus!
and then every one of these lizard folk tonguers look in surprise as there is not a strangled cry, there is just a slurping sound as the head leaves the shoulders of the blood eye that is commanding the shore forces of this ambush.
Like blood stump.
You've ruined lunch.
Anything else for your turn?
It was good.
That is it.
I like that.
That is it.
I like that
Okay. Okay.
Not
I'm
lunch.
I'm going to end combat in order to easily get fucking what's his face into the turn order.
Higgins?
I say that, sorry. Actually this works out perfectly. Because the monsters need to go first because there's still an entire group that needs to go. This group of lizard folk tonguers that have not gone yet, Higgins, all of them are going to immediately move, and as one, you see 4 tongues out towards you.
Okay, so we don't just to be
Yoshi
clear, we don't
tongue dot
triggers back
MP3.
yet, right?
Say what?
Just to be clear, no one has triggers back,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Sorry. Yes, this is from the most recent turn, so please do not use your triggers.
Well,
Okay.
I haven't used one.
You
so would I
haven't
have
used
mine?
your trigger, so if you have a trigger, you're good.
Still do.
So how does this work? Do they all hit me at the same time?
Yeah.
Do I?
You wait
Yeah,
until you
they're
actually
basically
take
all attacking you at once. Minions, the way
Okay.
minions work is if a single minion hits you, it rolls. If a second minion hits you, it just adds a little bit to that.
Okay.
But they just saw you lop the head off their commander. They're all fucking coming for you.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Come on then.
That's a 22. God damn, I am
That's
rolling.
a few damage. I poofed in and now I'm poofing back out.
Poof in, poof out. Are you in all this confusion?
Yes, I am.
What does in all this confusion do and look like?
So in all this confusion, I have the damage coming at me, and as the damage hits me, I evaporate into smoke and teleport 4 spaces.
Oh.
Are you spending an insight? No.
You spend
Alright,
an
that's the
insight
insight,
for
my bad.
additional.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit accept, and I believe you
Phew.
get to do the thing,
deeper into the woods.
and then
Into the
I
woods. No.
the
Well,
fun-
hold on. Actually, let me think about that because I can't.
Sure.
Does it make more sense to go back to the boat?
I'm gonna put you
You
back
can-
where you were, and you figure out what you want to do.
2, 3.
I am
Maybe
going to
just
let you
before
know
you-
from a mechanical standpoint that the way things work in Draw Steel is I hit you with an attack. The additional effects of my attack are still gonna happen even if you teleport away. So
your
wherever
thing
you
shifts
go-
3 towards target
Wherever you go, I'm gonna
or
shift you 3.
pull 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna shift you 3 or I'm gonna pull 3.
Well, so shift is you move towards me. Pull is you.
No.
You pull me towards you, isn't it?
Yes. Shift is
Yeah.
them coming towards you without provoking. Pull is them yoinking you towards you or towards them. So keep that in mind. This is the kind of like balancing factor of triggered actions, because triggered actions are super cool and can do some really fun stuff. But if you always get hit, and the shit that happens to you happens anyways, right? Is the way that it works.
Hold on, I'm just trying to check what my thing is.
Mhm.
I have something that makes me resistant to things moving me.
That's stability. You have stability 1, and it just reduces the amount that you get moved by 1.
Oh, okay.
I thought they were moving towards you, not you towards them.
Either
It's either
or,
one.
they get to choose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
they
if
can
that's the
like
case-
they can hook shot themselves to you, or they can scorpion them you to them.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck it.
Sure.
We'll just go there.
You have stability of 1. They rolled a tier 3 result. They pull you 2. They're just gonna yoink you right back next to them.
Okay.
And that is the end of their turn. Heroes 1 initiative. Everyone is actually on the board. You have Robert in the water. You have Ambrosio in the water. This is relatively swift water, so they are going to immediately at the top of the turn order be pulled 10 feet by the river. And who's going first? Oh,
Do you guys? Do you
Lily
guys
over here
want-
saying Bonsai is going first. All right,
I was
Bonsai.
gonna
I was about to say, do you
try.
guys
Bansii.
want surges before? Like, does everybody want it? At minimum 1 surge.
I mean, I don't know what that means. But I
A
was just gonna
surge
say you
can be
guys-
used to increase the damage you do to a single target by +2.
Okay,
Or
gotcha.
2 surges can increase a potency by 1.
Lily, are you going to kill all of these people right now?
I was going to disengage and run for this guy.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because if you're not gonna kill them, then it might be better to see if I can put more temp HP on people. I don't know, but yeah, if you're going after that
Yeah,
guy,
I mean, another thing that I could potentially do. Why is my essence only 2? Did I do something with my essence?
Let's check. You began
attacks of
your
opportunity?
turn.
Yep.
there are.
Okay.
Types of
Takes your trigger, though.
damage. It should be higher. It should be 4. Because I ended combat, people probably have less of their heroic resource. So take a look at that, and when we get to your
Okay.
turn, remind me. So Lily, I believe you have
Yeah.
at 4 currently.
Okay.
If you have
Okay. Because you
special
only
ways
get 2
to
at the end of
gain your
turn, right?
shit, if you have special ways to gain your shit, it just reset too when you reset combat.
Yeah. So everyone be
So
doing
now we're
those
gonna have way
calculations for me. I apologize for that.
Yeah, that's fine. So I didn't make it to 5 essence this turn, or for this turn, so I don't have the ability to do the acid rain yet. That would heal and do like area of effect damage. But no, that like if you have something that you're pretty confident you can do some like make like a really big turn, then you go ahead and do that because I don't think I can this turn.
Cobb, do you want to go first?
Sure. I mean, I don't have a big turn, but I could, keep y'all from getting fucked up by 18 lizard men, probably.
It's up to you. It's up to all of y'all.
All right, yeah, I go.
Y'all decide.
I go.
Okay.
All right, we're still
So-
in dire straits. I remain full of
Okay.
piety. Oh, I'm so full of fucking piety.
You're
oh,
so full of
it's a
piety!
critical result, everyone. All right, because I'm so full of piety. When I pray and have a critical result, I get a free trigger to do some shit.
Oh shit! Did
So-
you pray? You prayed?
I sure did. I'm full of piety.
Oh fuck!
Praise be him.
Praise him.
Or her.
All right. I activate the power of the storm and
Oh,
target
fuck.
all of these men.
Okay, sure.
Quick to
That
confirm.
affected. Oh,
Oh
okay.
fuck!
dead.
Holy shit! What the fuck
That's
just
right.
happened? What
You
the
challenged
fuck
me
just
in my
happened?
domain! I smite them!
Be smited.
They were smote.
Is that all that happens? Cobb just shouts, "You challenged me in my domain. I smite them."
That's right.
Is there any like physical effect? Is there like lightning streaking from the sky, or do like
Yes,
thorns
lightning
shoot
raining
out?
down
Like,
upon them.
yeah.
Ba, 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 ba!
Holy fuck!
Artfully ignoring my allies.
Damn! God damn!
I'm gonna adjust my piety down to 5 because it gave me the bonus for dealing elemental damage again.
I mean, you
but-
did elemental damage.
Yeah, but I had already gotten the once per battle effect.
Oh, it's once per encounter, not
Yeah,
once per
yeah,
round.
it's not that we're gonna have,
Gotcha.
Like, the way things
I
are, we're not.
appreciate your honesty. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, but I only need 5, so it doesn't matter. What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna walk 5, 10, 15, 20, slowly down the stairs, calmly. Some would say.
Sure.
There. As I now have 5, I will use my maneuver to declare once again that okay, well hold on. I will come back one. Faith is once again our armor, Higgins.
Was that do?
Temp health.
He's temp
Everyone
helping
getting temp
everyone.
health based on my roll, which is going to be
Dancing
a 5.
It's a very low roll. It's an 11.
Whatever.
It's just
still
there.
better than 0.
Everyone gets 5 temporary HP. Fuck yeah.
Now that was my free trigger, and my bonus action. Now is a action. I will take this man right here. I don't think I can choose to not damage them, can I? Damn, I'd love to holy lash someone back onto the boat. He's got temporary
You can
HP.
choose to do non-lethal damage. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm a holy lash, Robert. I'm pulling back on the boat.
For clarity, you will still do damage. You just won't kill them with the damage.
Yeah, he's got temporary HP. It's probably fine.
Okay, do it up.
All right.
Tier 3.
I holy lash him. Can I choose to take Banes?
Yes, actually, absolutely. You can choose to nerf yourself in the situation to basically say, I'm trying to accomplish an effect rather than the overall damage of the situation.
Okay, I'm trying to accomplish an effect where I hook him with my holy lash and whip him up on the.
Absolutely, 100%.
All right, so it's giving me an edge for high ground, and I'll just go ahead and click me onto a Bane. It won't let me click double Bane. Anyway, whatever. All right, I'll lash him up here.
Oh, getting whipped.
Getting whipped.
Yeah, whip on up here, Robert. Okay, it pulled him into the boat.
It pulled him into the boat. Ignore that.
And killed him.
Yeah,
It pulled him into the boat. Ignore that. New VTT. Look, I'm able to make walls only one way at this current point in time. I cannot differentiate whether players are allowed to pull things over those walls or not. But in reality, Robert is not yoinked, slammed into the side of the vessel and crushed.
Just turned into a paste on the side of the ship.
In reality, Cobb looks towards the edge of the vessel, sees Robert not floundering, right? An able seaman, swimming.
Like he's just like freestyling along
he's
the side
swimming,
of the boat.
he's treading
keeping
water
pace.
towards the edge of the beach, and Cobb reaches out a hand and pulls upwards, and a lash of radiant light blossoms forth, plucks Robert from the river, and draws him back onto the vessel. Awesome. Fantastic.
I reassured him this is why you were protected. Because it took all of his temp HP.
He like lands on his knees, he spits up some water, and he just kind of grunts and nods at you, right? Like, you've spent almost a month with this man. This is a man of few words, but you see the, like, acknowledgement in his eyes.
Very good.
Anything else? All right, cool.
Nope, that's it.
Fuck. Did I get an entire squad wiped out? I did get an entire squad wiped out thanks to fucking Cobb's bullshit! The scale tooth is fucked up. You know what? I screwed up the last fucking turn, and the scale tooth did not get to move. He's going twice. Get the fuck out of here. It's main action time. This fucking big fucking crocodilian motherfucker roars. He sees his subordinates struck by lightning, immediately just their charred remains on the deck of the ship. He roars in anger, just like gallops 4 legs across the fucking deck of the ship and slams into Yuvik. As he slams into Yuvik, you hear this whistling, this low whistling sound as his massive crocodilian tail whirls around him, almost completely separate from him, slamming into Bansii. He's going to use his tail whip using 2 malice on both of them.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
How come my hesitation and weakness did not pop up as an option after?
Probably because you don't have any of your heroic resource yet because I fucked up and I reset combat. So let's fix this real quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you should have on these. Did you use any of your resource last turn?
Let me still check. So
You bamped
1, 2...
and you used an ability, but I don't think it was a heroic ability.
No, it was just my main devastating rush.
So at the start of your turn, you would have generated how much? 1?
I rolled that 1.
Okay, so you would have had the 1, and 1 is all it takes to do hesitation as weakness, right?
Correct.
Did you want to use that?
I would like to hesitation as weakness.
Yeah. All right, we'll switch it back. All right, this guy is not here. That is not happening.
Opportunity attack.
It is your turn, Higgins Pebblesworth.
Okay. Just double checking distance here real quick.
Make sure to set your because you use that insight or hesitation as weakness. Make sure to set that to 0 and then select your turn so that you can roll your start of turn stuff.
Okay. Walk me through that here in a second. So does this count as 5?
What count as 5?
Like 5 squares away. Like if it's right
there's
here.
A measuring
One.
tool.
Yeah, there is a measuring.
Yeah, so I have it open, and it shows 5 squares, but it's 5.9 tiles.
Don't ignore. Yeah, I would say don't use the measuring tool. Just count. Count squares.
2, 3,
1,
4.
2, and there is no double move for diagonals or anything like that. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can basically get to the edge, but it's depending. You can get to the edge of the boat, but it's depending on where on the edge of the boat you are going to, as to whether or not that's actually the boat or off the boat.
I don't
right
think I
there.
can reach. I don't think I can reach anyone from where I am, so I'm just going to stay where I am.
I think
okay, you
right
said to do
now-
something with my insight, right?
So
Set to
your
0?
insight is 0 because you're using hesitation as weakness. Now select up at the top, select you to say it's your turn.
Okay.
Okay,
Selected
so
me.
it's your turn. You should be doing a start of turn. There you go. There you go. Okay, so
Okay.
you rolled low. You only get 1 insight out of the start of turn thing. But it's
Okay.
your turn. You got a bunch of fucking... You've
Oh, you should probably take my anthem off.
You've decapitated? What's your anthem?
I forgot we
what do you
never
do?
removed that.
Yeah, we're
You're
gonna
gonna
sit there and
get-
talk through it.
Fortunately, it's barely audible.
We're gonna.
Fortunately, it's barely audible. At the start of your turn, you've decapitated the blood eye that is leading these tonguers on the fucking the edge of this fucking shoreline, right? But all of them are still left, and all of them are looking at you. Like,
Okay.
holy shit! There's this big, like, rock guy in the midst of us. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
I take the attacks of opportunity and devastating rush.
Okay. What's devastating rush?
That's just I get extra damage for moving.
Let me. What this is? Sorry, I gotta.
You have a result that does 18 damage? Holy shit.
I do.
You're
It's
gonna
like-
take
A
4
lot.
from the free strikes, the opportunity attacks that come at you, but you still have temporary HP. So you still have 1 temporary HP. All the 2 guys that are next to you lash out at you as you blitz away from them, and then you what do you fucking do?
I devastating rush the other pack and murder all 4 of them.
Oh my god! Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's
you
cool.
do. How does that look? What happens as... So, here's the thing. This is a shadow. He does not have support capabilities. He does not help his friends. He does not give them temporary HP.
Well,
he does not.
yeah.
He does not give them the ability to spend recoveries. He does not cause slowed. He does not do any of this shit. All Higgins does as a Shadow Panther is
his murder.
Is blink
Yeah,
around the battlefield.
Just a
and
reminder: Higgins doesn't use
people.
daggers. He doesn't use daggers. He's
got a big ass fucking glaive, a naginata, that he blinks around the battlefield and just chops people's fucking heads off with.
It's full of metal.
So he has no support capabilities, but yeah, he does a shit ton of damage. So, what happens?
These guys pulled me in thinking that they were gonna get some shit done, but little did they know I just wanted to be closer. And so they pull me in, and then I immediately break rank towards their allies and just slicing heads as I run.
You feel the bite of like bronze and bone, like daggers and like adzes and things like that into your back as you pull away from the lizard folk that you had been adjacent to, and you ignore it, partially in thanks to Cobb's reinforcement, but also partially just due to the fact that you don't give a shit. And then you're in the midst of these other lizard folk warriors, and it is just a blur. The rest of you do not see a clear indication of the battle that is happening on the shore of this tropical jungle. What you do see is a bunch of ferns and bushes like whooshing around, and a red mist and occasional body parts flinging out of the bushes as Higgins sets about his fucking work.
And then as they die, so I use 3 movement to get here.
Yeah.
I use another 3 to get up here. And then I bamf back to the ship in a puff of smoke.
You didn't click your kills.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
they haven't died yet.
Click.
No, they haven't died until he gets back.
Click.
Yeah.
Click. yeah. They die as I get back.
You didn't get all of them. You got
Why did it show a red skull on him before?
So red skull just indicates who you can kill, not that you kill all of them. It's the choices that you make, right? So when you do like a single target strike against minions, the indication is you always kill whoever you were targeting, right? And then whatever you did was either so frightening or so full of malice or just so swinging wide or what the fuck ever you wanted that you eviscerated multiple other enemies regardless of how far away they were from you. They still die, right?
Gotcha.
This one on the edge lives with 1 HP and is just like shivering as red mist sets over him.
All right, then that should be the end of my turn. I am back on the ship. I am hidden, and I am done.
Fantastic. All right. Now I am going to say the Scale Tooth, which did not get to take his turn last turn, is going to rush forward. He is going to tail whip Uvik and Bansii. He's gonna roll his fucking dice. He gets a 18, which is a tier 3 result, but it is a new round, so people have things that they can utilize.
Right.
So y'all let me know when y'all are ready.
Why can I not use force?
I do not know.
Wait, no. I don't want to do force. I wanted to do like he's marked, so I can.
Are you guys gonna do stuff, or do you require my intervention?
Well, I will say your intervention.
I can't do anything until
right, Word
Yeah,
of
damn
Judgment grants a Bane, so since he rolled an 18, it will force it down to a 16,
Yeah,
so it
that's
will
what I was looking for.
automatically turn it to a tier 2 result.
I was
Okay,
planning on doing that.
Oh well. Okay. What was that?
Oh wait,
Get to focus.
why did that start my turn?
I don't know. Ignore it.
Whatever. Our word of judgment.
Your words of judgment. Okay, so that's going to be a tier 2 result instead. Would you like to parry or anything like that?
Well, I wanted to reduce his roll by 2.
Okay, so you wanted to reduce his roll by 2, but Zach as Cobb decided to reduce his roll by 2. So you
Okay.
further reducing his roll by 2 isn't going to
Wouldn't do it.
accomplish anything.
So wait, it was a 3 originally? A tier 3?
It was a tier 3. Yes, it was an
Okay.
18.
Okay,
So
it's
Zach
already
has
done.
reduced it to 16. So you could just not use your reaction, or you could parry.
Yeah, I'll sit. I'll pass.
Okay. So, boop. Alright. The two of you take a bit of damage.
Yeah,
and
a little bit.
are slid into one another as this scale tooth, this big crocodilian motherfucker, lopes across the deck of the ship, leaps the last few feet, lashes out at Yuvik, and its tail whirls towards Bansii, right? And the resulting, conflict sees both of them lashed with tooth and nail, and both of them slammed together. So, Bansii, it is a new round, so you do actually have access to your teleport. So you are able to do a subtle relocation to, after the fact, get the fuck out of there. Which is cool, because after that, because that was the turn that scale tooth missed, now that scale tooth is just gonna use his razor bite ability on Yuvik.
Well, shit.
So, let's see how this goes. God damn.
it went
Have
well.
I rolled a non-tier 3 result tonight? You should be
Don't
able to
think so.
foresight. You didn't use your thing, so you
Yep.
should be able to foresight that.
I have foresight.
Foresight,
He's
which is
foresighted.
awesome because that means you're not bleeding. So you still take 9 damage. Everyone is now on the deck of the boat. You see this big, bluish green crocodilian, copper pauldrons, big fucking lizard folk lope across. Most of his grunts are dead at this point. He lopes across the deck of the ship, lunges at Yuvik, and begins to slice across him. His tail slams into Bansii. Bansii teleports away, and then he grabs Yuvik in his massive, gets him around the midsection. Yuvik is trying to fight him with the forearms, trying to pull the jaws away. He grabs him and just starts to shake him like a fucking dog, right?
Damn, shake him.
And that is the end of his turn. So I'm gonna switch to monster turn, switch to player turn. It shouldn't have been. I believe it's Bansii and Yuvik that have not gone yet. So one of you two can choose to go in this instance. Most of the grunts, except for those at the bow of the ship, are dead. Most of the tonguers on the shore are dead, and the Blood Eye is dead. It seems pretty clear that both the tonguers were taking orders from the Blood Eye, and the grunts are following this scale tooth, right? What do you want to do? Whichever one of you is going next.
I would like to heal and attack this dude.
You're Bansii going? All right,
Go ahead.
Bansii, click you.
That
All right, it's Bansii.
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 boom.
I don't know why I feel like I have this French accent with Bansii. It's all like Bansii.
Bansii.
See.
I say I don't know why I have this French accent. It's entirely because I've been playing
Nice.
Expedition 33.
Good.
Hey, 19! Holy shit!
That's a big numby.
That's a
Damn, she's
big
killing-
That
numby.
should
Kill
heal you,
Yuvik.
but I think
She
you
said
have to roll
goodbye.
something.
She
to
says,
be healed.
I've had enough of your forearms.
Goodbye,
Had
Yuvik.
enough of your forearms.
Uh,
Yuvik should be
No one
healed
will.
with the acid rain.
Yes, so I believe Yuvik gets to spend a recovery.
Oh yeah,
so
attacker
Yuvik, you
may
have
spend
a prompt
a recovery. I will do that. I don't do I just do I just go to maneuvers and click recovery?
Now. There should be a exclamation mark on your character. If you just click that exclamation mark, I believe it'll show you what you're supposed to be.
It's just bringing up the the
Should be
wheel.
underneath the triggers.
I'm
Mine was
gonna
under
do
the
it. I'm gonna do
triggers.
it for you. Don't do anything. Okay, nothing. It's saying executing.
Hold on.
Nothing
it says
happened.
existing.
What
Hold
is
on,
he?
Hold on.
What is
hold
he
on.
supposed to be allowed to do?
Did that work? Now that I finished that piece, because then I shifted.
You shit. Oh
Nope.
God, you sure shit shifted. No, it did not work. He's supposed to be able to spend a recovery, right?
Yeah. Or at least I have to.
Yuvik, click a recovery.
I'll choose. What is it? Catch breath.
Yes.
Right. For
Easy peasy.
I have-
Plus 10
I have
HP on
caught my
Yuvik.
breath.
Awesome. Okay. So, Bansii, is it literally just acid rain? Do you literally just like pull up and acid rain like falls down?
That's right, and it will heal my allies and hurt my enemies.
It's acid rain for bad guys, but it's really
That's
nice.
right.
It's really
But
nice, like soothing
acid rain.
bathwater for everyone. It's got a little
For everybody
potpourri.
else.
Yeah. Okay, awesome.
Right, so I got to
yeah, that's
shift
your
over
action.
here,
Sure.
and then I'm gonna use my practical magic maneuver to hurl this guy.
Hell yeah. Oh,
And- That'll be my turn.
a low roll on that one. Just a little bit of
Was a
damage.
low roll.
Just a little bit
Is
of damage.
this test of rain? Is that what this was, Lily?
Yes.
What'd you say?
Was this test of rain?
Yes. Test of rain.
It
It's
says you
acid
can end-
damage.
End one effect on yourself that is ending by a savings throw. Each ally in the area also gains this. So it doesn't heal. It would like end bleed.
Let me see. Wah, wah, wah.
It's on page 118.
I don't know, I just let the game do the mechanic for me.
Oh, do I actually have 3 HP?
You might actually have 3 HP.
That's
It doesn't damage you though. It damages him.
So why would that be? I don't know. I don't understand because it let me restore.
Let me see.
It says
What's it
you
called?
can end one effect on yourself that is ended by a saving throw. Or that ends by ending at your end of the turn. Each ally in the area also gains this benefit. Unless there's another thing you have that that changes that.
Test
It's
of
maybe, I don't
possible.
know. I don't actually know. I'm just reading it.
Test of rain.
It says, call down a rain that burns your enemies and restores your allies. The effect you can end one effect on yourself that is ended by a saving throw or ends at the end of your turn, and each ally in the area also gains this benefit.
Right.
But it's the restore part. Like the ability itself says you can restore your ally. So he should have had a trigger that said restore, and I don't know what the restore does.
Well, but like, okay, so like restore is
what
like
the restore
you can
is
end the bleed.
letting. So if he was bleeding or restrained or grappled or is stunned or any of those things, you could automatically end that condition on him. Is what it is.
Cool. So I did by clicking it on me, I therefore didn't let him do that?
No, you didn't screw it up for him at all. You're good, but you are still at 3 HP.
Okay.
It's like a cleanse rather than
So
like a heal.
so easy
that
enough.
makes sense.
You don't need to do anything. I can.
Oh, you got it. All right. Sorry, I was doing it.
Yeah,
Still
I
good
can
as hell.
set you to 9 and set you to 3. Easy peasy.
9 is the total recoveries I had.
Yeah, 9 is the recoveries that you had. 3 is the HP that you had. So for future reference, Lily, if someone has some sort of like saving throw, some sort of effect, not restore HP, but some sort of effect on them that is fucking them up or causing them issue, that's when you can use your chest of rain to be like, no, they don't have that anymore. They're done. They're good on that.
Okay.
Also, potentially a good point to remind the players that we have started this session, and at the start of every session, you have 5 hero tokens. And those hero tokens can be used for a number of effects, including, but not limited to, giving yourself increased damage, letting yourself re-roll, or healing yourself. So that is the end of Bansii's turn, I believe. Which means it is going to be these guys are going to move over. And there is a whole bunch of fucking people on the edge of the boat that they're going to start lashing tongues at. So we're gonna get a tongue
Definitely
there.
all
They got
Higgins.
fucking long ass tongues.
Mad at Higgins.
Tongue there. Tongue there. Go spread it all out, baby. All right. There's a bunch of people involved in this, so
Why does it tell me I have my judgment back?
I don't know. You used it though.
We've been
previously,
fucking
right?
up the turn order a lot.
Yeah, we've been
right.
fucking up the
Okay.
turn order a bunch. So
All
you've
right.
already used it. We accept those results. The way in which this works is not fully implemented, but I believe we're gonna get a pull 2. We're gonna get a pull 2. We're
Nope,
gonna get
one.
a pull
One.
2,
One.
and we're gonna get a pull 2.
Hold on, wait.
Oh,
I have
right.
Have
You have stability,
Why
so
would
you go back 1. He does not. You have stability, you go back 1. And you
Yeah, I have
have
stability.
stability, you go back 1. All right.
I'm also bleeding to death.
Everything you Vic is hit by a tongue, as is Robert, and both of them are knocked into the dying state. So, dying in Draw Steel, unlike in D&D, dying, you only fully die when you are at half of your maximum. But while you are dying, you are basically hemorrhaging. You're bleeding out. So it's a really bad place to be in. So.
Wait, would they have been able to attack me because I'm hidden?
Were you hidden?
You were on the deck of a ship.
But I was on the deck of a ship undercover at the edge.
You were not undercover. You were in plain sight.
I mean, are the edges of this ship like 1 feet tall?
The railings are not obscure enough to cause. You see the gaps in between them? They are not obscure enough to grant you cover. No.
Okay.
You can be with Black Ash Teleport because it allows you to like bamf. You are allowed to be hidden in a lot of situations that you otherwise would not be hidden. but they're basically looking at the deck of the ship and yoinking people off of the ship. You as a seven foot tall fucking stone person are not suddenly hidden when you bamf onto the deck of the ship.
That's fine.
If you were like bamf behind the stairs or something like that, absolutely, 100%. Okay, so that is the end of their turn. I have fucked things up so much, so I need people to help me. I feel like Higgins went, then Cobb went, then Uvik, or no, then Bansii went. Uvik's the only hero that hasn't gone yet, right?
I
Correct.
think that's correct. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, then Uvik, it's your turn.
With my -1 HP.
So you
And
are
if only
bleeding.
you got rained on 1 second later.
You are bleeding, which means if you take an action, I believe it's if you take an action or maneuver. Let's look real quick. Let's verify this real quick. Bleeding. While a creature is bleeding, whenever they use a main action, use a triggered action, or make a test or ability power roll using might or agility, they lose stamina equal to 1d6 plus their level after whatever prompted this. And you can't prevent it. So, if you use a main action, or a triggered action, or make a test, you will start to bleed.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Well, I can't use this is what we planned for because everybody's taking their turn.
Mind you, that does not involve a maneuver, so you could immediately start your turn to use a maneuver to catch breath and heal yourself, so you would no
Oh.
longer be in that condition.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Wait, if he goes
Oh,
above
you cannot
minimum HP, the
catch
bleed's
breath
up.
when dying.
Sorry.
The bleed happened.
Oh, that's a good point. Sorry, never mind. You cannot heal yourself when you are dying. I forgot about that. Ignore me. Ay, ay, ay. He needs
Okay,
help.
so hold on.
Somebody help him.
So this is important. Well, okay, look, I'll take care of it on my turn. This is important though. If they become not dying, are they not bleeding then? Or do you have to do that, heal that separately?
Let's take a look and see what we see.
Because that's like a lot of extra piety I could save.
I feel as if the intention is, while you are dying, you are bleeding. While you are
Okay.
not dying, you are not bleeding. There are other
Okay.
effects that cause bleeding, right? That would stay on. But I think if he is healed past the point of dying, I think he is no longer bleeding.
I understand. Okay. Okay, gotcha.
So, Uvik, what do you want to do with your turn?
I would like to, in my dying state, be like, I'm not done yet, and I battle cry and give everybody a
Oh,
I don't think I've
shit.
rolled more than a tier 1.
I'm stealing all of
night.
your good rolls, apparently.
What is a surge
fuck.
again?
A
Use it for more
surge,
damage.
one surge can be used to add 2 damage to a single target. 2 surges can be used to increase the potency of a save, basically.
I see. Okay. All right. We're back to the top of the round. Let me take care of everybody. I guess.
Yeah. Everybody's done. I'm gonna skip to the next round. I should have done that originally. So,
Oh, it's on.
it
JK.
should not be enemy turn. It should be player turn because y'all won the initiative. Who would like to go first?
I would like to go.
It is 11.
I'm hoping, you guys are really close. I'm hoping you can wrap this up really quickly.
Okay.
If we need to quit though, we can say this is it before we start this turn. Up to you.
I mean, if we move it, it's fine, but
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, I don't pray. I immediately use
No more
my
describing what your shit does. Just do your thing.
Okay, I heal this man and just for funsies, this man. Oh, hey, I can end your hidden effect. LOL. Admit.
Wonderful.
I won't do that, but it's very funny.
That was fun.
Okay, that's bonus action. Main action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 5 movement, right?
The number of squares under the word move in the bottom.
If you hit move, it'll show you a square that you can move in.
Wait, did he not? Oh, wait, does he have really shitty recovery? He only gained like 2 HP.
He only has 8 health. He has
8.
really your recovery is based off of your total health. So yeah, he has very shitty recovery.
Oh, so he was at -1 and now he's at 1?
Yeah. Because it
Oh,
rounds down.
okay. I see. All right, well I'll move right here and I'll use my action to also heal him. Be healed, Robert. It didn't do anything.
Okay.
The creature can spend a recovery to regain stamina or make a saving, blah 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 blah.
He technically counts as a creature that doesn't have recoveries by the mechanics of the game, but I'm just adding it in.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Turn over.
Turn over! Alright, enemies! I mean, really, we've got one big boy, and he's gonna go for Yuvik. He's gonna rush over here, and he is going to attempt to tail whip and grapple, which I should have done originally. That is it. He gets a tier 2 result with a 14.
So,
Doesn't matter if you reduce it by 2.
well,
It
what
doesn't
I
matter if
reduce
you reduce it by
4?
2, but if you double bane it, it will force it to an 11 or lower.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if I
so-
reduce it to 4?
If Foresight and Word of Judgment get used, then it'll reduce it to a tier 1, but if only one of them gets used, it won't matter.
Well, I mean, I could do it all the way to a tier 1 if I wanted to, but
Oh, because you can spend more piety for each thing, right?
do you want to spend foresight or not? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll use it. Then done.
All right, then I will not use my resource, and I will do that
Okay,
as well.
awesome. So that means you take a little bit of damage, you have too much stability to get moved, and you are not grabbed by the tail. That is the end of his turn. Cobb has gone. It is Higgins, Bansii, or Yuvik.
Do you want to go, Lily, or do you want me to attack the big dude?
It doesn't matter to me. I'm just gonna be attacking the guys in front of me and going for this little dude.
Okay. Then I
Oh,
will...
right. Sorry. Ambronzio has moved another 10 feet as he is treading water, but the ship is starting to the river is pushing him past the ship.
I don't know if you have a way to kill all those guys in the shore, Mitch, but they're gonna yank us
What'd you
all.
say?
I said I don't know if you have a way to kill all the guys on the shore, but they're gonna yank us off the ship.
Yeah, I can go over there then.
What?
Okay. I cannot roll insight for the fucking
You
life of me.
cannot. It has been ones all night.
I don't think Jay
All
will
right.
die. Turn.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello,
Back.
I returned. You had the opportunity to run and you didn't take it.
But you were watching the wrong one.
Oh no. What does that mean?
How do I use Sir? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's like the lightning bolt.
Wait. Okay, so lightning bolt on is I'm using it.
Yeah, lightning bolt on is you've used it, I believe.
Pew!
Oh fuck.
Obliterated.
Oh fuck. Alright, okay. What the
That
fuck
time
is
I just whirl. I just land over there in the midst of them and spin in a circle.
spin in a circle. Alright, starts clicking things. You spin in a circle and cleave
This dude's
heads and
still the one
limbs
alive.
and torsos. The other guy that is actually outside of your range doesn't die to your weapon. He dies because he is still looking at the boat, and one of his friends' heads hurtles so hard that it hits his jaw and snaps his neck, and he just crumples to the ground.
And then, for the rest of my movement, I stalk towards this man.
Okay. End of your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy, is going to jump into the river. And start swimming, swimming southward with the current. That is his turn. It is Bansii or Uvik, I think, at this point. I don't remember if Uvik has gone yet. We
No.
fucked up the turn.
You can
so
tell
many
if
times.
somebody has gone or gone not yet if they're grace.
Well, we fucked up because I didn't let Mitch end his turn.
All right,
So
never mind.
I
shut up.
screwed the pooch. So Bansii or Uvik?
I clicked, so I guess I'll go.
It's Bansii!
Why are you back bleeding? How are you back bleeding?
I'm not
It
bleeding.
never got.
I'm just low.
It never got removed.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
I
what the
guess-
blood
never mind.
means? It means you're low?
Yes,
red.
that means he's winded. That means he's winded.
Oh, I thought it meant he was bleeding.
No.
Shit.
That's probably what the bleeding icon means.
Yeah, what do you...
More corruption
I don't know.
damage.
A little blood drop? Is
I
that
don't
a
know.
different
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Bansii, you kill one of the two grunts near you. You do provoke an attack of opportunity. That guy lashes out
That's
at you as you move towards helping Ambrosio, who is trying to like tread water next to the vessel. Go ahead.
Can I maneuver to grab him?
Oh,
Is that what
sure.
grab is?
I'd say the maneuvers are like insinuated to be like more mechanical things, but I would absolutely say you could like grab the railing and like lean down and offer a hand to Ambrosio, and he absolutely will like try to like grab at it, 100%.
All right, cool. I'll do that to try and get him out of the water.
Absolutely. End your turn, please and thank you.
How?
I
It
think
shows
you just-
enemy turn on my screen.
I think you just click. Oh, well, never mind then. Ignore me. I fucked up again. Who the fuck is alive? I think the only person alive is actually this guy that you just ran away from. So he's gonna run over to you and try to. He's gonna try to get in the way as you try to rescue Ambrosio. Oh, he rolled the worst result he could. So he is unable to remove you, and you. Is that a success? Yeah, he's scared as fuck as you. So he rushes over and tries to like bite and lash on your undead form, and just kind of like momentarily turn on him.
Yep, it's exactly. You've got my character down. She
And
just looks at him like.
He's just like
yes.
this thing is not reacting in the way that things of flesh and blood should react, and that terrifies me, along with the fact that most of my allies are dead. So he's frightened. He's probably going to start running in the next turn. So, Uvik, I think you were the only person who hasn't gone, right?
Correct.
All right, issue.
Mitch, if you were given the ability to use a single signature attack, could you reach this guy and do something? Or does it require your ability to move?
I would need a maneuver and a move to get there.
Okay, never mind. All right.
I think in this
then
particular moment, you are standing on your own, Uvik.
Okay. Well then, as my I'll go ahead and catch breath as my maneuver,
Okay.
and
can
then as my
just-
main action, during one of his uncontrolled roars, I'm gonna level my pistol at his mouth and
And oh,
Man,
oh
fired.
shit! 21. Is that a 19? That's a 19.
Oh shit. Does that mean I get to go again?
Unleash the fucking you do the trick, right? Like your lower hands are like slightly hidden, and you blunderbuss into his fucking mouth. He does not see it coming, takes a shit ton of damage, right? And you rolled a critical, so that means you get a second main action on your turn.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Still marked. So all right. While he's recoiling from eating lead, literally, I'll pull my shield up and just run straight into him.
Okay.
Damn.
Holy fuck, motherfucker.
And I will push him. Oh, I don't. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter if he hits a mast.
If you had enough movement, it would matter because the mast does actually count as an object, but you don't have enough movement. You're just gonna get him next to the mast.
So
but if someone else can slam him into the mast, that is an option.
And that'll in turn.
Good turn. All right. Next round. Saving throw versus slowed. He does not save. Oh no, he does save. It's not the enemy turn. It is the player turn. Who wants to go?
Go again, Jay.
You finishing this, Jay? You finishing this?
Probably.
Do it, Jay. Kill it.
Get
All
your
right,
revenge.
well, for my turn, I choose. This is what we planned for.
God damn it,
James. What?
Just cause. Why not?
And,
What does that do? That lets us go.
That
right
lets
now?
we all
two
get
players
one-
go
I end my
immediately
turn,
after
then
him.
you two do your turn. That's if he even lives.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
that was my
But
maneuver.
that's just his maneuver. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna shoot with gun. And now I can't stop critting.
And now you can't stop critting, and he is dead.
Delete it.
In rapid succession, there is a cacophonous boom as Yuvik uses his relatively rarely used sidearm in the blunderbuss that he keeps hidden on his hip. And slams this massive crocodilian looking motherfucker backwards, stumbling backwards on the midship. And immediately afterwards, like lower hands working, packing the blunderbuss a second time, steps forward, levels it, and boom! A blast of shot slams into the lower jaw and chest of this lizard folk scale tooth, dropping him. The other grunt, already terrified of Bansii, is going to flee. The other tonguer in the water, already fleeing from Higgins. With that situation resolved.
Sir, I thought this is what we planned for, and that we would get to go immediately.
It does, absolutely, 100%. So if the party chooses to, they will have zero issue killing off these last two lizard folks and preventing them from fleeing. But that is entirely up to you on whether or not you decide these things deserve to die or they're not a threat, you'll let them leave, right? That is entirely up to you from a narrative perspective.
So Bansii will not.
She won't
absolutely
aim to kill?
She will aim to kill. And
she will aim to kill. Okay.
Yeah, she gets the attack of opportunity when he jumps. And
gotcha. Then, and Cobb will also not show mercy?
Yeah, no, he's well within my range to lash him back.
Then easy peasy, right? Like
Divine judgment.
without question, in the immediate aftermath of Yuvik slaying this scale tooth, Cobb and Bansii finish the deaths of the other two lizard folk that dared ambush the scorpion.
Dared. How dare they?
In what immediately follows, right? Bansii is able to pull Ambrosio up onto the vessel. Cobb is able to ensure that Robert regains the vessel. Higgins is able to black ash back onto the vessel. Zero problems. And for all of what has been happening, the sails were already tacked. Yoham is still at the helm. Chella is still beneath the deck at the Hummer, continuing the trajectory of the vessel forward. So this actually does not delay you in really any shape, form, or fashion. It's strange. In the immediate aftermath of the battle, Yoham will call out, checking to see, is everyone okay? We're all aboard. You hear Bella's kind of like little voice shouting out from below, what the hell happened? Is everyone okay? And there's a moment where you're all kind of like able to confer with each other, check each other, make sure that you're all doing all right. And Robert, which I think is the only individual, he has been here since nearly the beginning of Little Ix being explored. The majority of you have only been here for a few weeks or a few months at most. So Robert is probably one of the only individuals here that has much of a feel or understanding. And this stoic Beslorian man, kind of like in between the grunts and like tending wounds, because he got fucked up and he drank a lot of fucking water when he got splashed, right? There is a solid scenario where he kind of like is spitting up water and people are tending their wounds and everything like that, and he's just like, oh, I've never seen the Slatsiki be like that. They trade. They're polite. They're nice. I've never even heard of a conflict with the lizards. And there is an unease that sets about the vessel as this happens. So, right before we end this session, because it is run late, I apologize for my players. Thank you very much for putting up with me. There are a couple of orders of operation. First, we are currently running things in the manner in which the party gets 5 hero tokens at the start of a session. Meaning that at the end of a session, any hero tokens you have not used, go bye-bye. Nobody used any hero tokens in this fight. So, the only thing that really could be utilized for hero tokens is the spending 2 hero tokens to basically use a recovery without using a recovery. So, if anyone would like to go ahead and you have basically, since it costs 2, you have 2 uses of this that you could burn. Basically recovering some HP without using a recovery. We can go ahead and do that. We don't have to like hash it out at this point in time. I'm just pointing that out to the players so that everyone can like look at their HP and be like, oh yeah, sure, Yuvik needs to use that, or Yuvik and Bansii will use that, or blah 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 blah. However y'all want to do. And the second thing is what happens in both the immediate and the kind of semi-short term of this battle. And that is that there's a general consensus on board the vessel that this is an incredibly strange situation. The reason in which the Scorpion was sent to resupply a place like Outpost 17 is because this was not assumed to be a mission in which combat or hostilities were expected. This was supposed to be just a supply run, nothing else. As
Things upset the lizards.
As the Scorpion continues on its way upriver, the Hummer continuously growling below decks as the propulsion pushes the vessel forward. A couple of hours pass in the immediate aftermath of this battle. You reach a point as the River Pontano begins to curve towards the northeast. And there's trees, tropical trees, dense, lush forests for miles and miles. And then it suddenly cuts, dead cuts, right? Harsh cuts into a clearing. And you can see the chopped down stubs of trees where this small hilly outpost fortification has been created amidst this jungle environment. These palisades, these 10-foot palisades encircling the outpost, made from the trees that were cut down to clear this area. The swampy land at its base, the mud pushing up the hill towards where it had actually been built. And you hear from beyond those palisades screams, clash of steel, shouts for assistance, aid, and the ringing of alarms. But those same palisades that protect Grinnell block your view of what is happening inside its walls as the Scorpion slowly pushes towards the docks of the place you are supposed to be resupplying and seems now to be under assault. And that is where we will pick up next session. You've all earned yourselves a victory for this battle, this ambush against the Slatsiki. And thanks for playing. I hope you enjoyed. We will see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.